back. We are on to episode 4? 4, yeah, 4. We'll go with that. Episode 4 of the second campaign of Roll for Severity. I'm joined once again by my lovely cast we have starting here on the far side.
Hi, I haven't been here for a while. This is Skywindale, playing Kane, the Dragonborn Paladin. And I was told I almost died last time, and someone used my potions instead of my lay on hands. But that's okay, I'm not dead, so thank you.
That's a step up in life.
Not dead is a good progress!
It was a potion. It was that, or, you know. I'm Jamie. I'm playing Effie, the human barbarian.
I'm Jeanette. I'm playing the Death Cleric Drow.
Who is
Zelkanea.
There we
go.
I'm MissWolfinger. I'm playing Morbidia, the Tiefling Wizard.
Alrighty. So when we last left off, our motley crew of misfits had been hired aboard the pirate vessel, the Storm's Fury, which originally was informed of them as was a merchant vessel. Not quite the case. Having ambushed another vessel and obtaining a map leading to the cursed Twisted Isles. They found location on the map, descended into the cave, past the corpses of some previous unfortunate explorers, engaged in combat with a pair of kitty weapons, also known as displacer beasts, and then found their way into the final chamber. Within, after a terrible puzzle, they found minimal treasure and a second map, leading elsewhere on the island. After a brief encounter with some of the local lizardmen, the group found their way to the second location of the map. They had just arrived at the maw of the cave. So what would you like to do?
Is it a dark cave?
It is a dark cave. You did obtain the Torch of Everburn. Who was
Yeah, I
actually
was
holding
gonna
on to
ask.
that?
I think
That
that's
was-
me that's
yes.
holding... Yeah, I'm holding on to
that
the
was
torch.
you holding on to that.
Yeah, I got a card!
Neat. Oh.
How big is the cave?
The cave itself, like right at the very opening of the cave, opening of the cave, you see like sharp stalactites protruding from the roof of the cave. The cave entrance is probably about 8 or 9 feet high. You'd have to duck under some of this light because some of those are hanging lower. But then venturing in it does open up, and you're looking about 10 feet wide in most areas.
Okay.
And about 10 feet high.
Can I use my dark vision to look down and see if I can see anything?
The cave progresses forward about 20 or so feet, and then takes a sharp left.
Hence, dark vision does not help if it's only 20 feet.
It doesn't help if there's a turn, too.
I think I'm fairly good at seeing things, so I volunteer as tribute to go first and check for traps thoroughly on the ground and in the walls.
Roll
Look
me a
up
perception
to-
check.
20. Not natural.
Okay. As you start progressing forward, like you're looking all around, you're not seeing any traps currently. However, you are seeing various numbers of like footprints, and looking at it a little bit closer to the footprints, you're seeing these are very similar to the lizardmen you encountered earlier.
All right. Okay.
And actually, with you having rolled a 20, a lot of the footprints are it looks like there's like some entry, some leaving, but the most recent set of footprints appears to be leaving.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to say to the captain and crew that I think this is where those asshole lizard dudes were hanging out, so we got to trash this place real good. Like, let's just go nuts in here.
Do you think we could just, like, throw fire in there and that'll do it, or...
How about before we try destroying it, we see what it is?
That too, but we should also destroy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against the idea, but let's see what's around first.
Sure. Down with that. I'll press on.
I'm just going to stay by the captain, since the captain and I are human, and we cannot see well in the dark.
That's okay, neither can the Dragonborn.
Yeah, I don't really have any bonuses to
And
set
keep
for
close
that.
to the torch, dude!
Yep, those two are the only ones that have dark vision.
Piece of cake.
Alright, so
And
the
so-
squishies go first.
Captain Isaac had also
Fine.
instructed the two people that were with you, Brogut and Throck, to stand guard at the entrance as he had done with the previous cave you guys had gone into.
Bye, Throck.
So you're progressing forward into the cave?
I would like to.
Okay. So you get to the end of that, like 20 foot forward, then it takes a sharp left. There's another about 30 or so feet, and then you see a door.
A wooden door? Big
Wooden door.
Okay.
Single wooden door.
Is it human-sized? Like human?
It's
Standard
all the
human
way-
door?
It's a little bit higher than, like, it's a little bit higher and a little bit wider than standard human door, but you're not noticing anything odd about it.
Low quality, high quality?
Is this dwarf craftsmanship?
Yeah, is it dwarf craftsmanship?
Fine dwarven crafts directly
Kobolds
from Orcs.
putting a table in front of a hole.
I'll walk up to the door and give 2.
What? That's not what you do. I grab your shoulder, pull you aside, and just kick the door in.
Aww.
I wanted to knock. I was hoping there was a password.
Well, you walk up, you knock a couple times on the door, then you're promptly pulled aside. Give me a strength check.
19.
19.
That'll do it.
The door was sturdy, but then had a dragon foot put through it, and this door is firmly knocked off its hinges. Looking down the hall, it's a corridor about 50 feet long and about 15 feet wide. On each side of the hall going down, there's small alcoves on each side of the hall. Within each of these alcoves, there's a statue. Humanoid statue. Some of them are, look a little bit more human. Some of them look a little bit more dwarvish. But there's several statues along each side of this hallway. And then at the far end of the hallway, there's another door.
Are the statues on the walls or anything behind them?
You'd have to get closer to examine the statues. Because right now you're standing in the doorway.
Yeah.
Just looking down the hall. You can see the statues in these little, cubbies.
Okay.
But
So I grab the tiefling and throw her in.
That sucks. I'm all for trashing the door, but not me.
You said you wanted to take point. I'm helping.
Great. I'll remember this for the future. What happens when I'm flung into the room?
roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Damn. 15.
You stumble a little bit, but you manage to get to your feet, and you're like you don't fall on your face.
Great.
As
Looks
you're
like it's
thrown
safe.
into the room.
I walk in.
So what are people doing? You currently
Walking into the room, and I go to the nearest statue to examine what's behind it.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
That's a 19, 18.
18. When you walked in, did you go right or left? Because you went to the first statue. Statue
Yes.
on your right, statue on your left.
Let's go to the one on the left.
The one on the left. Also, my right, my left. I get direction. So you went to the left?
Yes.
Okay, so you walk up, and it is the statue is very clearly of a human. You can tell that it's not elvish because it's the rounded ears as opposed to the sharp pointies that you mostly see on the elves. The human is standing very regal, and its hands wrapped around the hilt of a sword.
Size?
Short sword.
Okay.
And
Is
the
it-
blade pointing down.
Is this a life-size model, a miniature model,
Life-size.
pressed up against the wall? Or
Yes, it is to scale. So
Okay.
the statue itself is about 5.5 feet tall.
Okay.
It is on a pedestal, additional foot up. In behind it is a just square cubby that this statue is placed in. You're not seeing anything out of the ordinary behind it. It's more just this stone wall. As you guys have entered in this room as well, the walls are cobblestone.
Okay.
So this is a intentionally crafted passage.
Okay, so I'm gonna start running my fingers to see if there's any hidden latches or something that I can move on the statue.
Okay. Roll me another investigation check then.
14.
14. As you're padding around, you're it's cold stone. You're not, and as you're pulling and pushing on different things, you're not noticing anything move.
Okay.
Nothing's giving way at all.
Okay.
Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'd like to do a perception check of the room. Not necessarily the statues, but the ceiling and the walls. See if there's any clues, perhaps.
Okay, so you're specifically just looking.
Just looking around.
Okay, give me a perception check then.
Natural 1.
No. No.
That's some nice cobblestone work.
Great. Shucks.
I'd like to go check out that door that's at the end of the hallway.
Okay. You walk down to the far end of the hall. And what are you doing to the door? Like, you're just looking at the door, or are you trying to open it? What are you doing?
I'll try to quietly open it, just like a little bit so I could peek in.
Okay. So you reach out, and the door has a handle and then a latch at the top. So you just kind of pull that latch. It's a little bit stiff, but it just takes a little bit of... And then it unhooks, and you push the door. And the door opens freely. You want to take a look, like, through the... Like, push it open a little bit and take a look through?
Yes.
Okay, then roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's a natural one.
What? As you're pushing the door open a little bit, because the door, you feel probably hasn't been open for a while. Some of the like grit and dust like shakes free from the edge of the door frame, and some of it gets in your eyes. You're trying to rub it out of your eyes and not getting a very clear view of what's beyond.
We're really good at this.
So I'm gonna walk to the end of the hallway. As you're looking at the grit, I'm just gonna grab the handle so the door doesn't move anymore inward. Grab it, and I'm gonna.
It's a push door.
Yeah,
So.
and I'm gonna listen to see if I hear anything.
Okay. Roll me that perception check.
It is.
That's another natural one on the line.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's a 19.
It's at least double digits.
Okay, that is a bonus, because that would have been absolutely hilarious. Perception check, ones across the board, and then everyone burns their dice.
We're gonna die, guys.
We get all the
Aaron,
ones
where's
out
the
in the beginning.
microwave?
We're not microwaving dice. So you stop and you listen,
Yeah.
and you can hear a slight trickle of water. It sounds like it's above you. So you feel like there's probably some kind of like water with like technically underground water within the stonework above you.
Okay. Next question. Does the cobblestone look dwarven?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, not as good. Yeah, that's a 4.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. That's a good old 4.
Everything looks dwarven.
You're really not sure. Cobblestone itself doesn't really have a very distinct, this race did this cobblestone work.
I turn my head to Severity. I swear to fuck if we have to do another goddamn dwarven fucking bull puzzle, because I'm hearing water, and I ain't liking this shit, and I'm gonna go through the door.
Okay, you push through the door. Captain Isaac is following along with you all as well, and just kind of casually looking up and down the statues and follows on through. And so you're going through the door?
Yeah, I'm going through the door.
Alrighty. Beyond the door, you find a fairly, like, about 15 feet wide stairwell heading downwards. This is a straight stairwell. You can see the bottom of this. Well, you can't quite see the bottom of the stairs because you only have 40 feet of light based on the torch. You standing at the doorway would be able to see to the bottom of the stairwell because dark vision. Actually, your dark vision is 60 feet?
120.
120? Yes, you can definitely see the bottom of the stairs.
I was
In about 80 feet.
I shout back before everyone starts going down the stairs. I thought we wanted to destroy things. I don't necessarily trust these statues.
Oh, first you wanted to investigate. Now you are on Team Destroy. We're here. We might as well see what's down here. What's down there?
What's down there?
What's down there? I don't know.
I look down there. Can I see anything interesting?
It is a long stairwell. The stairwell itself goes straight and hits the bottom and then just flattens out. The roof does slanting down a little bit, so by the time you're reaching the bottom of the stairs, you figure it'd probably be only about 7 or so feet high as opposed to the 10 where it is at the very start. But you can't see anything really beyond into that hallway at the bottom because you're cut off. Your line of sight is cut off by the roof.
A long stairwell.
Helpful. Okay. I guess we're going downstairs. And then I'm gonna just go down the stairs with my damn torch. Knock it against the wall every once in a while. Just going fucking dwarves.
I'm gonna walk towards the door and start heading down with her and going, if these statues come to life, I'm not taking point.
Well, we are the less squishy ones, though, aren't we? Shouldn't we be the ones taking point?
I mentioned the idea first, and everyone said, who cares?
Well,
so.
we didn't have dark vision, so... But whatever.
Alrighty, so is everyone following along down the stairs?
Eventually.
I'm gonna close the door behind us and walk down the stairs.
Okay. So you close the door behind after everyone's through.
Was there a click?
All I've been taking my chalk this entire time and drawing like dead lizards with arrows in them and stuff, just like doodles and like some mustaches on the statues, just trying to deface the place a little bit because.
Okay.
I hate them.
Give me a performance check.
17.
Yeah, it's better than one.
You've done a lot of fantastic art on these statues. You've drawn like glorious like Dorian style mustaches on these freaking
Handlebar
Statues.
mustache or go home.
Excellent.
You've got the like a whole bunch of like lizard man drawings on the wall now with like arrows and like
X's
corpses.
your eyes.
You've done a very nice job.
Excellent. I set out what I came to do. I will continue down the hall.
Alrighty. I would like everyone to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
Yay. 14.
10.
8.
7.
So as you all haphazardly go walking down the stairs,
Yeah.
Do it.
Fuck.
and Effie was the one taking point. Your foot hits one of the steps, and you just feel the step go from this to click.
Oh,
And
fuck.
just that moment of, oops.
I
As
told
all
you
the,
so.
all the steps
Fuck.
tip forward, becoming essentially a slope down this. And very slick. You all, like, slip and slide down the bottom. And
Enjoy it for what it
Actually-
is.
one moment. Oh, yeah, he failed too.
Oh,
Everyone just, like, swept off their feet as just the steps drop out from under them, creating this slant. And you all go gliding down, hit the bottom, and you were first on there. You were last because you waited to close the door. You would have been second last. You would have been next.
Second.
You would
He
have been
squished me.
second.
Wherever we're going.
So, you both take 1 point of bludgeoning damage
Oh, that's not
as
bad.
the rest of the people slam into you at the bottom.
Oh, my leg! Oh God! I think I'm the tiniest person here. Oh God! What do you eat? What do you eat? Jesus Christ! Throw some lotion on those scales or
I look
something.
at you and go, meat.
Oh, eat less meat.
Being the last person, I stand up, walk across everyone, and look ahead.
Yeah.
Can you get off me, please?
I'm waiting for everyone else to get off first.
Yeah, I'll shimmy
If
off.
they don't want to start moving, I'm going to start throwing.
The captain's already gotten up and kind of shook himself off.
I'm just gonna fall backwards and just hold it there.
Well, you didn't hit a wall. Like, you hit
No?
the ground, and then
Oh, yeah?
everyone just kind of piled
I'm just-
in doggy pile
I'm
on top
just
of it.
gonna lay there.
I just pictured us like smack,
Thank
smack,
you,
smack,
the
smack, smack,
best.
smack, smack.
No, 'cause there wasn't a wall at the end. Like, at the end of the stairs hits, and then it's just floor.
Fair
So
enough.
It's all
she
good.
hit the floor, and then you hit the end and fell on top of her, and then everyone else just kind of piled on top.
I
I was just picturing the Acme wall. Sorry.
Just want everyone to know that really hurt. I don't like these dwarves. I'm pretty sure this is more fucking dwarves.
I stand up, you're fine, I grab your shoulder and I help you up.
So as you're looking around, the hallway continues, and as you're seeing a couple of alcoves on each side down this hallway, you see a couple statues in some of them, and you do see one small chest sitting in one of the alcoves at the base of one of the statues, and the statue's kind of standing over top of the chest.
Hey everyone, there's a chest over there.
I'm
and
not.
there's more of those damn statues. Or are you the
I'm
only one
gonna-
who sees them?
Frickin' cast ice
I don't
knife
know.
because it's a mimic.
Or it could be a cock gnome again.
So you're
There's
casting
story.
ice knife?
I
Right,
once
yeah, right
heard-
then and there.
Where adventurers found a treasure chest and they opened it. There was nothing in there, but a gnome jumped up, punched them in the dick, went back inside. They opened it again. Gnome was gone.
I do not trust chests at all ever.
No.
So you see
No.
chest, you gotta freaking
Could
kill
be.
it.
It could be a cock gnome. Could be a mimic. Could be a cock gnome.
Alrighty. So, as you... Oh, just a second.
It's really dumb to burn a spell for this, but I left solutions in the other dagger in the other cave.
It's fine. It's character. It's character building.
and-
Role playing.
Really quickly, Aaron, we all see this, not just the Dow
Uh,
or the Drow?
yeah, you
Okay.
can see just because you are right by the
Okay, cool.
starting point of it.
Okay. I'm far more concerned over the statues than I am the chest at this point. I'm expecting one of them to jump at me.
That's fair.
That's very funny.
I've never had statues jump at me, so
That speaks for one of us.
I've made statues jump at other people.
That's fair. Okay.
This place doesn't scream magic to you. Are you going around checking for magic at all? Because I don't.
No,
believe
I'm
you
almost
have
out
been.
of spell slots.
I don't believe you have been, and thus my my nervousness is getting the better of me at every nook and cranny, or my concern. I don't really want to have a spear when I open a chest in my nets. So
Fair. So you cast Ice Knife. And that requires an attack roll, I believe. So
Sure
make me
does.
that attack roll.
Oh, that's a 9.
That is a 9. However,
It's
because of
gonna
Ice
explode.
Knife's secondary effect, it still explodes on hit. So what is the effect for that?
Creatures must succeed a dexterity throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay. Well, it's not moving. So
Great, I
roll me,
killed
that,
it.
roll me that damage.
4.
4. Okay. And so as you cast that, let's move that to, I believe it's that map. And can you guys
Uh-oh.
see
he doesn't
that
make
over
these
there?
maps for no reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-oh, there's a map.
There's a map. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
drew it.
Uh-oh.
That's perfect.
What did I tell you about statues?
So, as you cast Ice Knife, and actually let's zoom in on that map.
That's the chest at the far end?
Yeah, that's the chest here.
Okay.
Is
So
that a door at the far end of the hallway?
Yes.
Okay.
So as you cast Ice Knife, it doesn't hit the chest. It hits the wall right beside the chest, and then, as Ice Knife does, shatters and explodes out, shards of ice, smashing into the chest, and you can see them impaling into the top of this chest and into the statue. And as you do that, out of the corner of your eye, you watch as the chest or the statue immediately to your right turns to face you.
Hi. 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 I put my hand up and ready another ice knife.
I have a very suspicious...
I'd like everyone to roll me initiative.
Fuck!
Ooh.
Dang it.
So what are...
8.
I also got an 8. What's your dexterity?
15.
Your dexterity modifier?
Yeah.
I believe it is. Plus 2.
Mine is also plus 2.
So
You can go first.
Yeah, you two can decide who goes first and who goes second.
Okay.
5.
You
Wow.
got 5.
Let's get these shitty rolls out of the way now.
Okay.
Probability.
Pardon?
13.
13. And Okay. So, top of the order, we have the statue that just awoke beside you.
Shit.
Humanoid statue, holding sword in front. It's going to turn the sword up and over, and it's going to take a swing at you, because you are just within range without having to bother moving around.
Ooh, earns.
That is a 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. It swings the sword and just clatters against the stone, not quite getting a good swing at you. That puts us on to Morbidia.
Great. I'm going to take 5 feet
There's
of...
no take 5.
I'm going to take a...
You can disengage as an action to move out of its range. However, that costs your action.
All right, new plan. I'm just gonna point blank ice knife the fool. Because I'm a level 3 wizard, I can choose a pocket area where everything succeeds its saving throw if I want. So I'll choose myself because I would get hit with that. I believe that's how that works in Fifth Ed.
Which skill is it that you're?
At second level, create pockets of safety within a spell zone. Choose a target. That creature automatically succeeds their saving throw. I believe it's for casting into melee with your friends.
Yes. Okay. So yep. So you wind up your ice knife. Give me the attack roll.
24.
That most certainly hits.
Woot.
Roll me the damage for the hit.
Roll that
Roll high,
damage.
roll high, roll high.
Oh, sorry, D10. Where are you, friend? There you are. 4 damage.
4 damage, and then the explosion from the ice knife.
4 damage.
Alrighty. So as you cast that ice knife, the shards shatter and like just pass very haphazardly beside you, but you see all these chunks of ice now embedded in this statue.
Cool.
The statue looks a lot more metal now.
So brutal.
Very brutal. Kane?
So where am I at? I think I'm right behind.
You're behind Effie.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so it's just the one statue that's coming at us, or
Yes. The one statue that is just south of Morbidia is currently animated.
okay, I'm gonna advance right in front of Effie, and I'm gonna turn to the statue that isn't active, and I'm gonna draw my sword and then beat the thing in the face with the pommel of my blade, saying, "I told you, fuckers are gonna come alive."
We all knew it.
Alrighty.
I don't think anyone's surprised.
So roll me your attack roll.
14, and then it's for strength, so 18.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll me your damage.
How do I do that one if I'm using the pommel of my sword?
You're still using your sword.
Okay.
We just switched the weapon damage to bludgeoning as opposed to piercing.
Okay.
Or slashing.
15.
15. You wind up, and how'd you like to do this as you take...
I basically take the sword off of the hilt and I pull it over my shoulder and I just bash it in the face twice, and then bring the sword and ready it beside me.
So as you're smashing into its face, you do see the stone just like crumbling away as you knock the head clean off this statue.
Okay.
The statue's now headless.
Okay. It doesn't tell me much though.
No, it does not. That statue is headless. All right, Effie.
I'm going to step in front of the statue.
The one that's animated?
Yeah, the one that's animated.
'Kay.
Because I'm unsure if the other ones are animated or not. I'm just going to hit it right now with my great axe.
Okay. So wind up and take a hit.
Ooh, why did I roll? I rolled a 9.
9 does not hit.
I knew that was not going to hit. Okay.
So you swing and
Swing.
you hit it, but it's stone. You're actually not getting
Didn't
any good
do
solid.
anything. I'm like, ah.
Zelkanea.
Can I target something that isn't animated with something that requires me to target a creature?
What are you trying to target?
Like Toll the Dead on the statue I know is animated and then the next one over.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay, I will Toll the Dead on the one that's animated and the next one over as well.
Okay. So roll your damage for that. Or
They have wisdom saving
wisdom saving
throws.
throws. And what is the spell save DC?
13.
Okay. And roll me your damage.
Okay. That one, so the one that's taken damage is a D12, and the other one's a D8.
8, I believe. So let's do the one that took damage first.
So the one that took damage, 11.
11. Okay.
And yeah, the other one's D8. And the one that didn't is 4.
Okay, 1 moment.
4s for days.
4 days.
Yeah, 4s for
I love
days. Yeah.
Okay, so just not getting bonuses for that. Okay. So you, as you cast Toll the Dead on the first one that had taken damage already, you see the stone kind of crumble away as this like gong reverberates as it crumbles and falls. The second one, you see it shake a bit, but does not move. Like it doesn't shatter or anything like that. But the one that's directly beside you has, like, chunks of it have started falling off.
They're all still active?
It hasn't moved since it took a swing, but
Cool.
AKA, he neither confirms nor denies
Yeah.
anything. Keep swinging into the rubble. I told you to break them. I told you.
Alrighty. Did you have anything else you were doing on your turn?
No, I'll save. That will be all.
Okay. Captain Isaac. What is he doing?
I stepped right in front of that statue.
Pardon?
I said I stepped right in front of that statue.
Yep.
Like boss.
He's gonna move up to here, and he's going to take a swing with his sword and hit the statue. And his cleaver just kind of hits and bounces off a bit. Doesn't quite get a good solid connection. And he's going to take a second swing, which does hit. And so he brings his cleaver down, and that was that twice. Okay. And his cleaver goes clean through the arm of the thing. The arm just kind of falls to the ground and shatters.
Yeah.
So far, none of the other statues have moved. We are back up at the top. The statue stands still. Morbidia, what would you like to do?
Sorry, the statue, like, makes a noticeable movement of, like...
Nope, it has not moved.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk to the chest, but
Yeah.
I'm giving some, like, good side eye to the statues that I pass.
Okay, so you walk up to the chest.
Yep. Was it a mimic?
You've walked up to the chest.
Okay. I'm gonna...
That is all you've told me that you're doing right now is you've walked up to the chest.
Well, let's open said chest then. Let's do it.
Okay, just gonna grab the chest and open it up.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Love to. 20, not natural.
20, not natural. So as you go and you grab the lid and push it up, you hear this audible click. And you take a hop back as daggers are dropped from, like, are fired from small slots on the roof and just slam down into the floor. Little thin wires connected to these daggers. They're like, you hear the click click as these daggers are like pulled back up the ceiling. But the chest is now open.
Can I snag a dagger on the way back to replace solutions that I left?
Give me a dexterity check. Yeah, give me a dexterity check.
Come on. 9.
9. You do manage to snag one of the. You grab one of the daggers, just pulling back up, and like you're like holding on to it, and then finally like the little wire snaps, and it's like, haha,
Woohoo! Thank you.
You have a dagger.
I have a dagger again.
regular dagger. The chest is now open.
Great. I peer inside.
Okay, inside the chest, There is a few small jewels.
I will grab them for party loot.
'Kay.
And hand them off to the captain.
Hand them to the captain. Okay. Captain now has. Okay.
Is there anything fancy about this chest? Was it like gold inlay or just
No, it was like there was some nice carvings on the chest. Was being the operative word because it's now impaled with ice. But aside from that, it was just a basic wooden chest.
Great.
But there was nothing else within the chest.
Cool. Carry on to the door.
Kane, what are you doing currently?
I'm gonna take another swing at the statue.
Gonna take another swing at the statue? Okay.
16.
16 hits.
6.
6?
No, sorry. 10.
10? Okay. What are you doing to the
I
statue?
have my sword by my hand, so I just bring it up and I bash it one more time right where I smashed the head in.
Okay. More rubble just
More rubble.
breaking off the statue.
I keep my sword out. I don't want to sheath it, and I turn away, and I walk towards the door along with everyone else.
Okay, so Mel's heading towards the door. You're heading towards the door. Effie, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna be like, I hate dwarven shit, and I'm gonna walk towards the door. I bet you anything, we're gonna enter into another room, and it's just gonna be like Kane says, we're all gonna have to fight a bunch of other fucking statues, but are we gonna fight these statues? Who knows?
I hate statues.
Are you doing anything else?
No, I'm just gonna
Okay.
follow.
Zelkanea, what are you doing?
I'm side-eyeing them, though.
Oh, yes.
I'll get up behind Mr. Dragonborn.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Nope.
Okay. And Captain Oz is gonna join with you.
Can I call out real quick?
Yes.
Wait. What if there's a trap on the door? This was too easy. Dwarf! Tunnel! Fucking thing on chest!
Then we'll just
Not
beat the rest of them in.
worth
Not very
it.
movable.
Not worth
Like to make a
chest!
perception check on the door because Effie's got me freaked out.
Okay.
We don't
we'll
trust
give you an
dwarves!
investigation check
That's the
because
one.
you're specifically investigating the door, looking for traps.
Natural one.
Oh, God.
You give the door a quick look over, and you're like, I don't think there's any traps on this. I think
Great.
We're safe.
We're fine, guys. My
Oh.
keen eye has observed nothing.
Do you remember the time when I got hit with the swingy thingy?
Oh, I do remember that. That
remember,
was bad.
remember the time that we went down the stairs and we almost got hit with the thingies?
If it makes you feel better, I'll go first.
So you're going through the door?
First things first.
No response.
I open the door.
I'm not pulling you aside and kicking the door down this time. It's all on you. I'm actually going to take a step back.
Great.
Already.
Give me room.
So you push open the door, and as you push open the door, you the door opens and you find yourself like you've now opened up into a fairly large chamber. You can see because dark vision.
Yep.
And the chamber itself is this large round chamber. In the very center of this chamber, you see a very large reptilian skeleton.
Oh, fuck.
And this skeleton is kind of curled around, almost as if it was sleeping.
Dad?
And but this, you figure that the skeleton, from nose to tail, is probably about 30 to 40 feet long. Like
Oy
this is
vey.
a massive skeleton. And beneath the rib cage of this skeleton, you can see a wooden door on the ground.
What?
Cool.
Like a
Like,
trap
like,
door?
like a lift door.
Yeah, trapdoor.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a trap door, because a trap door would imply a trap. It is, you see a door, like a cellar door style,
Oh,
where it's
okay.
opening on the ground. And that is beneath the rib cage of this colossal skeleton.
All right. So
And you're the front in line, so you're...
I can throw a fireball thing, firebolt
no one
in
else
there.
knows what's in there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think-
I can throw a firebolt in there, or I can let somebody else take this because I'm not going in.
What's in there?
Death.
Define death.
Drow.
Bones. Big bones. Scary big bones.
Dad?
I'm gonna whip a firebolt. That seems like the right thing to do.
So you're throwing a firebolt.
I would like to. What is the range on that hush puppy?
How much magic do you have left?
Firebolt is a
Firebolt's
cantrip, so I can do that as many times as I want. 120 feet.
120 feet.
How long was to the center of the room?
Much less than that. The room is about 60 feet from front to end.
Great.
So, roll me your attack.
Drow. Can I have a gummy?
18.
18 hits.
Sweet. For 12. That's the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm cheating. For 9 damage.
For 9 damage. Alrighty. So you conjure up this firebolt, and you launch it off, and it hits the skeleton. As fires erupt off of the bones. There is now a singe mark on this skeleton.
Alright, it's safe. It's cool, let's go. I walk in, strutting like there's nothing. It's great.
Did we all take a glimpse of the skeleton for those of us that were just like, oh!
Yeah, you for those of you who can't see because human and lack of dark vision, you do see as the firebolt hits, that eruption of flame brightens up the room. You get that brief glimpse of this just massive reptilian skeleton in the center of the room.
Do I notice or recognize anything of any sort of ancestry or whatnot?
It is a colossal lizard of some sort.
Probably not that.
Roll me a knowledge nature.
Knowledge or nature or both?
Well, it's nature. There is no knowledge check.
13.
Technically. That's
Fair enough.
so what was your roll?
13.
13? It's not draconic.
Okay. I don't recognize anything or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay.
Alrighty. You're looking like you're ready to do something?
Just standing there going, that's a big lizard. That's a real big lizard.
Pretty big.
Can you think of how much meat we could have gotten off that lizard?
Meat.
Might have been good. Might have been good.
Might have been toxic.
Nope. Might have been good.
It makes you feel better. Like we can take some bones and make a club out of it for you or something.
Nah, it's okay.
Alright.
I'm not into clubs.
I got me a good axe. I'm just gonna keep holding it though, along with my torch.
You got your torch in one
I
hand.
don't trust anything anymore.
Alrighty. So, you're gallivanting into the room. Is anyone else
Yeah,
following
Take
along?
a look around.
I'm going to gingerly put my foot in, like, look around real quick. I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Is there anything immediately to the sides of the door? Is it just a giant open cavern?
It's one big circular room. The door the door opens up, and right to your right and left is where that curve is going.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I'll proceed into the room and step slowly to the right.
Okay.
I'm following over there.
I'll get into the doorway and look around to see if I can see anything with my dark vision.
Roll me a perception check.
8.
Aside from seeing the colossal lizard skeleton, you're not seeing anything else aside from the trapdoor beneath it, or the lift door beneath it.
I'm going to stay in the doorway until someone else says we should do something.
Okay, what are people doing?
I'm gonna go back to the room that we were just in, slipping past Sylvan with my chalk in hand. I'm gonna write, "Suck it, statue freaks. Flesher stone, my magic rends. Your true form is rubble," on the ground. Big letters. And then head towards the lizard skeleton, sorry.
Okay, so you head back in. What are people doing?
Are there pillars in the room, or is it just the bones?
Just the bones.
So there's no supporting structures or anything like that?
It's not a very high room, probably about 15 or so feet. It's got a bit of a dome structure to it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So the cavern itself is self-supporting.
Can we see anything above the dragon, like an opening or anything like that? Any way of which this beast would have gotten in there in the first place?
Roll me an investigation check. 16. You're looking around, you're not seeing any notable way for a creature of this size to have gotten in here.
That's weird.
Roll me another knowledge nature.
Nope. That's a non-natural 1.
A non-natural 1. Okay. You have no idea how something this big would have gotten in here.
Okay. I will continue walking along the outside of the room slowly.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up, and it's laying on the trapdoor.
Yeah, like it's laying like kind of like curled, like imagine like a sleeping dog kind of thing.
Okay.
And so where its rib cage is, it's kind of over top of where this
yeah, and it's
entrance would be.
it's just a giant lizard.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna quickly look at the ground real quick. I guess roll perception for the ground.
Okay.
I
19.
rolled plus 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. So aside from this door on the ground, there like the ground has been like is also cobblestone, much like a lot of this area has been. But yeah, aside from this door on the ground, you're not really finding much of anything.
Okay. This is weird. This is weird. This looks like a pet.
Definitely looks like it was kept here because I don't see how the heck it got in here.
It's a pet and somebody didn't feed it, obviously. Or they did that on purpose because, you know, undead things exist.
Do I know anything
Conjured.
about giant lizards from the deep dark by chance, since we're underground?
Roll me. Yeah, roll me a knowledge. Yeah, this would still be a knowledge nature for actually knowledge history for whether or not you had heard anything about this in the past.
10.
10. You know there are some colossal things that lurk about in the Underdark. You've been fortunate enough to avoid them. So you haven't encountered anything or learned much of anything in regards to them, which is one of the privileges of being of the more noble houses, because you didn't have to deal with that stuff. There were underlings to do that for you.
Well,
Damn it, the times it would have paid to actually talk to the underlings.
Do I notice anything as I'm going around the outside of the room? I'm just kind of running my fingers along the sides of the wall.
Dum, 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 dum,
Yep.
dum. As your fingers are clacking, your claws are just clacking against the cobblestone walls.
Yep.
You can roll me a perception check.
11.
11? Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I'm going to close the door because everyone's in the room now. And I'm either going to screw us by closing all these doors behind us or save our lives. One of the two.
And, so you close the door?
I'm going to approach the trap door and see if I can see anything on the trap door. Like, are there any, like, anything written on it, any runes carved into it, anything like that?
Okay, give me an investigation check.
10.
10. There is a padlock on the door.
Oh, if I don't see anything else, I'm going to try to open it.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Strength check. That is a 16.
That's a very sturdy padlock. You grab that door and you give it a good hard pull, and it hits the padlock and tunk. And
Someone help me. Or
turn-
let me help someone else, actually.
I turn towards you as I come back, as I have done a full circle and I haven't seen anything yet. I come towards you in the middle and I ask you, is there anything magical about that lock?
I don't know. I don't have the magic to check right now.
That's not helpful. I thought you were a drow.
well, we're flying blind.
God damn it.
right
I draw my sword and I bring it down on the lock. We don't have time for this.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
This way.
Ooh. That's only 8.
You bring your sword back and you just, out of frustration, swing down to this lock and completely miss the lock.
I'm used to aiming at bigger things like this guy. Can I take another swing?
As the golf clap is going on, you may take another swing.
Oh, that's an 18, so that's an 824.
That'll hit.
I have to roll damage?
Yep.
4. I want to re-roll that one. 5, so 13.
13 damage?
Yeah.
You bring your sword down and you hit that lock, and that lock just shatters.
There you go. All yours now, Drow.
I open it.
Sheath my sword and walk back.
You grab the door and you pull it up, and it kind of hits part of the rib cage, but you've got the door open now.
Okay, I look down. What's down there?
A curved stairwell.
I come up beside you. I'm just like, oh fuck, more stairs.
Guess we're going down. I hop.
No, don't go down. Wait.
Do it.
Oh shit. I'm not going down there until she hits the bottom. That's when you hit the bottom!
I'm gonna go last this time.
Okay, so you start heading down the stairs.
What are the chances 2 turn into slides?
Well, we can only hope. I'll go right behind you.
Okay, so we've got you and then you going down the stairs. Captain Isaac is going to follow along, and he's kind of keeping his hand on the wall as he's going down a little bit. It's a much narrower hallway than the previous, or the stairwell than the previous one. The other
We
was
go
quite
down
wide.
these stairs. You're going first.
Oh, I already said I'm going last.
No, no, after you.
So. Oh no.
Do you see this big bruise on my back? That's you. Get down there.
Yeah, well, I got 3 more on my back too. I had 3 people land on me. You
Sure.
can't land on you.
I had that weight too. Get down there.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have this wonderful, and I grab you and I throw you down the stairs.
Son of a fucking! I will remember this.
You're both fairly strong. You might just be able to resist that.
Yeah, if you want to resist, you can both do athletics or acrobatics checks.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm good with that.
17,
Shit.
19.
Yeah, nope, he beats me. I got a 14.
Yeah, so you go tumbling down the stairs.
I tried to do a Fujiwara armbar. It did not work. My form was not great.
Define this tumble.
So I need to do a
Roll me an
dexterity.
acrobatics check.
Son of a bitch! Not doing good today. Oh yeah, that's an 11.
11.
I am graceful as a duck.
So you go tumbling, head over to kill a little bit. You're gonna take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Son of a fuck!
But you do manage to get to your feet after a couple somersaults down this stairwell, and just before running into the rest of the group, and get back up to your feet and.
I come downstairs and go, sorry about that, and heal you for 2 points of damage.
I know where you bunk at night.
I didn't have to heal you.
Walk down. Doesn't matter that you healed me. I know where you bunk at night.
Alrighty. So you progress through to the bottom of the stairs without issue, aside from a little bit of a tumble. And at the bottom of the stairs, there's a large metal doorway. And just looking at it, you can see rust build up on the hinges of this door, and it looks like a fairly sturdy door.
I prance up to it and
Do the pattern this time, like that. Yeah.
So the two of you are knocking away at that door, and there's no response.
okay, great.
Nobody ever answers when we go to the door.
But when they do, it's gonna be amazing.
Or it won't be.
Or will be.
Or will we?
Just the time they answer, it'll just be some lich opens the door.
Yeah, just like
My new subjects. Thank you for bringing yourself.
Maybe it's a friendly lich that happens sometimes.
Alright, so you...
Imagine those words again. Friendly lich.
Sometimes it happens.
Can you name me them?
Well, right now I can. But I've heard stories.
yet.
We haven't met them all yet, therefore.
There could be a friendly witch. Okay, so you prattle away on the door. Nothing happens.
Is
No
there a door
response.
handle?
There is a door handle.
I go, Dragonborn, pull on the door. You're stronger than me, and this door looks heavy.
What's the door made out of?
Metal.
Metal. All right. Sorry, I was.
Very heavy metal door. The
Yes.
hinges are rusted on the door as well.
Trapper traps. Oh God, sorry about that. Trapper traps. Oh, I know. I'm catching something.
I'll let one of the two other
metagaming
more.
allergies. Like,
I know it's dusty down here, but really, how about before I read
I
from the
actually
door,
do
let's
that.
let's try and get one of the other more magically inclined individuals to see if there's anything around the door. I know you seem to be lacking magic for perception, but
I investigate the door. Oh!
18.
Investigation. Yeah, no, that's just a straight 18.
straight 18. Alrighty. So you're looking over the door. You're checking. And this door has been here a long time. You're not noticing anything magical about it. And from everything you can tell about this door, the rust is probably just from condensation in the air. The air in here is a bit damp, a little bit musky.
Like the water I heard earlier.
The water you heard earlier. You're not seeing any dampness on the door at the moment, but you figured probably depending on whether it's raining or something like that, it might cause additional flooding that may pour in through here.
So
I shout out, check the handle.
I'm seeing
I
just
slowly walk. How big of a room is this leading up to this down the stairs and then the door's right there?
Yeah, it's about the door or the hallway is about 6 feet wide, so you're kind of having to shimmy around as you're investigating.
How long?
It's a stairwell. This is right at the very bottom of the stairwell. Like there's like a 3-foot landing and then the door.
Okay.
Dwarf looks
Like,
sturdy,
I,
but just saying, I don't trust it.
I tell the Dragonborn, it's rusted. If it was trapped, the trap's probably long busted.
Well, that's why I want someone to open the door first as I step back as far as I can to get as much room between myself and the door as I
I got a
can.
hole
God.
here, and I got a hole here, and I got a hole here, and I got one here.
Those were
Captain.
pretty rusty too.
Can you get your strongest man to pull his weight? And I nod towards Kane.
There's a reason for it. Can someone please try the handle before I attempt to make a fool of
Oh,
myself?
fuck it, I will. And I'll
Thank you.
grab it and I'll pull on it.
Give me a strength check.
19.
19. You get your hands on that handle and you just reef that door open and it swings and you just carry the momentum and just slam it against the
I'm
door.
like cringing. I'm like, please, nothing hurt me.
And nothing happens. The door is now open.
Oh, thank God.
Way to go, you manhandled that handle.
See, you didn't need me. I just wanted you to see if the door was unlocked.
I start swearing
I have a
about
hole here.
Dragonborn in Undercommon.
I have a hole
I
here.
shake my head and mutter under my breath.
My intent was to
I
body
have a
check the
bruise
door
here.
if the door was locked and didn't budge when you tried to open it after all. So I was going to attempt to, but let's try to open the handle first.
Spike trap.
A little bit of intelligence.
Stair trap.
Dragonborn trap.
Slide trap. Dragonborn trap.
Is it dark down when we open the door?
As you look into the room, it's pitch black in here. There is a faint obscuring mist that is drifting about in the room that's actually reducing your vision. Even for those of you with dark vision, you can see about 10 to 15 feet in front of you, but because of this magical mist that's just around in the room, and you can, Zelkanea, you for sure can sense this, like even without having to detect magic, this is not a natural mist. This is a permanence of magic here.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I can detect like what spell it might be or what?
Yep. You can give me an Arcana check.
17.
17. You're not necessarily sure what the spell itself is. You haven't encountered the spell before, but it is of a... Oh shit, what's the school name? References, that's this sheet I need. Spells and spells by school. Now I can... There we go. It is illusion
Ooh.
magic.
So kind of taste the air. It's illusion up in here, guys.
Do I sense anything with divine sense? So any
What's divine sense do?
fiend, celestial, or undead within 60 feet? Takes my action, doesn't consume any spells or anything like that.
It detects what?
Detects fiend, celestial, or undead within 60.
fiend, celestial, undead. And does it tell you where it is, or just that there is
Just
the
the
presence?
text.
Okay. And that was within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Radius or diameter? Or I guess the be radius with you at the center. You
Yeah.
at the epicenter. There is this... You do sense undead,
Okay.
but you do not know where.
Okay. Guys, I'm detecting some skellies around. Walking ones. Or something to the equivalent. I don't know what yet. Exactly.
Could you be sensing the big boy upstairs?
I can't guarantee you anything. It's just around me. Within 60 feet.
Might be big
So
boy
near.
upstairs.
Don't worry, he's gonna try to kill us when we leave.
Wouldn't be surprised.
So we got some. Did you tell us that it was illusion? Yeah. So we got some illusions and we got some skellies. Okay. Well, YOLO.
Hey, Captain, do you know that fancy dispel magic trick that your, what's the
Gear-heel?
Goliath's relation to him?
And Gary.
Gear Heel is the quartermaster.
That your quartermaster knows?
Nay. Never been much of the spellcasting kind.
Damn.
Why did you come with us?
Because I'm the captain. And even the captain's got to make sure that his prize be where it is.
Do either of those guys we left at the entrance know magic?
Do they look like they know magic?
Oh, the human might.
No, they
Yeah.
I don't think that they do, but
they didn't
don't
really.
know.
They just
I'd,
kind of.
I'd imagine if they knew magic, the captain would have brought them with us.
One of them.
Well, ask anyway.
Nay. Brogan, he's good with his club. He's missing a few stairs upstairs, if you know what I mean. His ladder does not reach all the way to the top.
You did have to yell at him when we got attacked by the lizards. Ran off into the bushes like an idiot.
What about that skinny human dude?
Rock, nah. He's good at the bow. He's good at the crossbow, but he's a spotty lad. He's quick on his mind, quick with his feet, but not the magical sort. We got a couple of them that stay on the boat, mainly to help mitigate nature, as it were.
So your magic users were me and the person that covered the boat in web.
No.
What?
Mitigate nature.
Exney on the web, eh? Captain wasn't there for that.
I want to make a sex joke.
I'm pretty sure you found out in the quartermaster that you
It's like
went to the
my
ship.
tale's very mature.
I just want to say, I just mitigate nature. I just want to make a sex joke.
Is it to
I
keep it up or
snickered.
down?
I snickered to myself.
All right, well, I'm an idiot, so I'll take a few steps into the room, because illusion.
And you give
It's
me a
no
hard time when I
evocation.
throw you in front.
YOLO.
I do, because it's not voluntary,
Of course it is.
and it's shitty.
So you're going into
Darn
the
people's
room?
I would like to take
Oh,
10
it's
steps in
plenty fun
and have a look
for
around.
me.
Okay, so you take a good 10 steps in, and you're looking around, and the room is much smaller than the chamber with the skeleton that you'd been in prior. You figure the room is from just moving around a little bit, the room's probably about 30 feet by 30 feet. Because you get about 15 feet of vision. You move forward 15 or so feet, and you see like the faint wall like through the mist on the other side.
All right, can I hear anything?
Roll me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You can hear water trickling around in the stone around where you are. But within the room itself, aside from the scuffling of your allies behind you, you're not noticing any movement in the area.
Okay. Great, I'm gonna press forward, because I don't... Yeah,
I'll enter the room behind you, on your heels.
great.
As you take a couple more steps forward, at the very you get a clear. You move forward enough that you get a nice clear view of the wall in front, or that's directly opposite the door, and you see a large throne. And on this throne, you see a massive, very mummified being. Like this creature is probably about 12 feet tall. And it's sitting back in its chair, 1 foot up on a chest, kind of leaning in, just kind of propped, like resting very... what would be a phrase to describe it?
Nonchalant.
Very, very nonchalant, but at the same time, even though this thing is mummified and like layers of dust have settled on this, it still looks very regal.
Describe the chest for me.
The chest is very ornate. The wood itself, because it's a wood top and wood bodied chest, and it does have various carvings in it. From your range, you're not quite able to make out exactly what the carvings are, but you can tell that the metal ridging around this entire chest is probably gold.
Sounds like a mimic. I'm gonna throw my dagger at it.
Wait, and I grab your arm before you do that. I turn to the captain and go, Captain, we've brought you to your bounty, I believe. How about you investigate? We've got your back.
Don't worry, I'll throw a dagger at it. It's probably a mimic. And I go to throw the dagger again.
Alright.
Okay, make an attack.
13.
13. You throw that dagger and it hits the chest and then go dink and then falls to the ground.
Great, it's fine, Captain. After you, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I look at the mummified thing and like try to see if I can tell if it's alive?
Or I'm live.
Or
roll me an
undead?
investigation check.
3.
3. It's not moving.
It's not me in here.
It's
not moving.
It's gonna
Pretty
attack. It's gonna attack us. We've got Mr. Divine Righteousness here telling us there's skeletons. There's a giant, I'm going to assume, undead pirate king, and he's just like, oh yeah, no, it's great, guys. Come take my chest. Yeah, that's
Do
a
you
trap.
want me to light it on fire?
That's a yes. Actually, I would feel better, but make sure that I would feel better if you would.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay, you're casting Sacred Flame.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Fire's good. I approve of this.
Yeah, like.
I was also going to recommend that too, but
It
I
seems
was
like-
thinking I was just going to have everyone sit in reserve and see what the captain did.
It
So
seems
the
like
radius sounds of the creature. You can see within
Captain
range.
Bones
Every
over here.
30 saving throw, take 1d8
That's
radiant
why I wasn't going to do
damage.
anything. I was going to let the captain check it out.
Okay.
And we have his back.
Make your attack roll.
It's a
Or-
dexterity saving.
Or dexterity saving throw. Well, it's not moving, so it automatically fails. So, roll for damage.
This one. 2.
2 damage.
2 radiant damage.
So, fire just conjures up and then plummets onto this beast, this hulking mass, and the flames ignite, and it does not move. Does not flinch, does not react.
Do the flames burn or flames burn out?
The sacred flame does burn, but then it bursts and then it dies out. That is how sacred flame functions.
Gotcha.
It does not actually ignite anything on fire.
Gotcha.
The throne and undead boy. Is it he at the end of the room? Does it look like there's a wall behind him?
Yeah.
Or does it go on?
His
further?
throne is directly against the wall.
Against the wall. Okay.
As Captain Isaac is walking forward and taking a look at it, he kind of walks up and is taking a bit of a closer look at it, and he's like real kind of. I think this must be Thrimic, old Grimnall's quartermaster. See, the legends didn't do his stature any justice.
Oh.
I have a question.
And who might that be, Captain?
Do all captains have gold? Is it a Goliath that's sitting there? Can I do an investigation roll before I role play?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't recognize what type. I rolled a 4.
Even though you rolled a 4,
Yeah.
you've seen Gary Heel. You know
Yeah.
Gary Heel is a Goliath.
Yeah.
This thing is bigger than Gary Heel.
Oh,
By
okay.
quite a bit.
That's quite a bit.
Garrill's 8 feet tall. This one's 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So this
Yeah,
is
this dwarfs Gary Heel in stature.
Earl. quartermaster is really big in size?
I sure hope so.
So, Captain, back to my
Oh my.
Captain, back to my
carry
question.
more
Who is
stuff.
this fellow? You seem to know something about him. What do you got?
Aye, it's his treasure we're after.
Well, there's his treasure.
I'm
Off
sorry.
you go, sir.
It's whose treasure we're after?
Thrimic.
Thrimic.
Thrimic he's a crotchety old bastard. Was.
Asshole.
Is or was? What is it?
Was.
Oh,
He's
Was an
long
asshole?
since dead.
okay.
I'd be very surprised to see a human that long lived.
A human that's 12 feet tall?
No, he's the captain of the guy who's the 12th.
Thrimic was human.
Yes.
This is Grimnol.
Oh, okay.
As he motions to the colossal creature standing there.
What is Grimdall?
Grimnol was a troll.
Ah.
And needless to say, a stubborn one at that. Legends say that on many occasions, out of just frustration, he would go wadding into battle. Didn't pick a side, just to join the fight.
Can I roll a knowledge nature check
Yes.
on trolls?
That's fantastic.
What are you trying to learn about trolls?
I'm trying to remember if trolls have. I'm trying to see if Effie knows that trolls have a regenerative ability. I rolled a nature check. Yeah, so this would be an 18.
18?
Yeah.
Yes, you are aware that trolls do tend to regenerate.
Okay.
And with the captain mentioning that he loved wadding into battle,
Yeah.
you kind of figured that's probably why.
So what killed him?
Even a troll could die of old age.
Old age? Okay.
Grimnol. Well, he's 3 or 4 centuries past at this point.
Oh, okay.
Can you take that torch and light the troll on fire?
I
I'm more comfortable if trolls are on fire.
yeah. No, he,
Fire you on.
The only one who isn't comfortable is the troll you're lighting on fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ready a firebolt. I'm not gonna cast it. I'm just gonna ready it.
Okay, so you currently have this firebolt, conjuring in your hand. You have your own personal lamp.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Warm, glowing,
yeah,
warming glow.
I'm just getting red flags all over the place right now.
For sure. He's probably assigned here to protect the treasure for the captain, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's still doing it.
Yeah. Hey, Captain, who died first, Thimrick or this dude?
I'd probably say Grimnol.
Grimdall died first?
Grimnol would have died first.
Captain, if Grimdall died first, why didn't Thimrick come grab his treasure?
Well, Thrimic was, he lost his head, need to say.
Oh.
What was the captain's abilities, if you can recall them? What did he do?
He was a tactician of sorts.
Any magecraft in his past?
Magecraft, no. From what I heard, he could split arrows at 80 paces, but he was not a magical wielder.
Did he employ anyone of incredible magical powers?
He did.
Ah.
His crew had many a mage. Now, that being said, his crew was all executed with him, aside from Grimnall, which is the only reason they actually got him.
Who died first?
Grimdall did.
Grimnall.
Yes. Who died? Grimdall, who wasn't with them, who died first and is sitting in front of us right now.
Yeah. And then Thimrick.
Is anyone getting good, strong, warm, fuzzy feelings in their stomach right now?
I just feel
Really
Seriously,
warm
light
right
him
here.
on fire.
Well, the troll died first of old age, but it sounds.
The loss of Grimnall to Thrymic's crew is the only reason they actually managed to catch Thrimic and his crew. Because from what I've read in the legends, most times that they attempted to engage with Thrymic's ship usually involved Grimnall hopping overboard into the opposing ship, and after a little bit of fun, they'd have another ship.
Oh, kind of like us if we didn't blow that other one up.
I'd rather the ships be at the bottom of the sea.
Cool, so how we doing this? I got these for days.
Captain, it's up to you. There's your chest. We brought you here. We got
The
your back.
mummy is literally covered in kindling. Just use the torch, light it on fire.
I'm not opposed to this. I don't have the torch though.
I hand you a
do.
torch.
Well,
Wait.
I have 10 in my bag.
I have a grappling hook
We have
and
this.
a rope. We can just drag the chest to us.
Do you honestly think if the troll's even semi-conscious or semi-even undead that a grappling hook would stop him from coming after us?
No, but then here's the glory of it. Somebody's pulling the chest towards us, and then I pow in his face, and he's like, ah! And then we're like, ah!
And then we
with the
run
chest.
out and we lock the door.
I'm expecting some sort of malicious laughter at this point.
Sorry.
Or from this troll that's like listening to us going, you fools.
Quite possible. But, okay, fine, I'll put the grappling hook away. I don't really care. I'm just saying I got one.
It's a good
And-
thing to keep in mind.
Captain Isaac is currently strolling around the room investigating things at the moment.
Okay.
Since
just gonna-
Effie's not
and-
doing it, I'm
Well-
gonna grab
Oh, yeah.
the torch of Everburn from her and try to light the troll on fire.
Sorry. It's one of those things where it's like, I really don't want to make any sudden movements,
I
guys.
hear ya. Hey, is that door closed behind us?
I didn't close it.
Excellent.
As the captain is walking around, you hear him kind of, there'll be chests aplenty here. And I'd like you guys to make a perception check.
Six.
12.
12.
8.
You two can spot out the chests in the room. There's the chest that is directly under the troll's foot, but pressed up against the wall, there are other chests in the area.
Okay, yeah, this is...
Oh god, I don't have enough daggers.
Or you're one day you're still sitting on the floor in front of the other chest.
You can just pick it up, throw it.
Just walk forward and pick it up. It's easy.
I'm good. Why don't you show me how easy it is?
Can I try to light the troll on fire now?
Okay, you take the torch of Everburn, you walk up, push against the troll body. Nothing happens.
Is it not actual fire?
Functions like a normal torch.
Alright, so it'd be normal fire. So this isn't working.
It's not normal fire.
But it says function like a normal
It
torch.
functions like a normal torch.
Oh.
It creates generous light.
I
Fine,
pull out
I reach
another
into
torch.
I reach into my pack, I pull out kindling, I strike a match, and I put it underneath the troll.
Grab my dagger.
And I grab the dagger with my other hand.
Thank you.
Okay, so the fire, after a little bit, does catch on some of the like rags on the flesh. Mummified flesh doesn't exactly burn well, so it's not like erupting into flame by any means.
Yeah.
And torch is 1d4 fire, I believe. Okay. I will keep track of how much fire a corpse is taking.
Yeah.
Why would he ever want to do that? Anyone else want to do anything?
To be fair,
I've tempted to light this corpse on fire for you now.
Giggles is the person that will keep track of it and tell us he's keeping track of it just so that
Oh, I
we
know.
don't know that it's not doing anything.
I know. What I have done is the drow has requested by lighting this troll corpse, mummified troll corpse, on fire with my tinder after her torch of Everburn has failed.
Oh, that was my
Alright, I
torch.
give Everburn back to
Thanks.
Effie. And I want to
I can
start
see
opening
now.
those chests.
You're gonna start opening the chests?
Yeah, just to see what's in them.
Alrighty, as you're pushing open the tops of a bunch of the chests,
15 mimics pop out and start killing us.
all...
Sorry.
No, so you push open the lid of the first chest, and there's a whole bunch of like gold and jewels and stuff like that in it. And as you're walking around, and like once you're actually getting closer to some of these chests and all that kind of stuff, you can see some like clothes and stuff like that, like cloaks and some shields, some swords, stuff like that are mounted on the wall. That just because you guys were mostly in the middle of the room and towards the troll, you hadn't seen any of these just because the mist was obscuring vision. But you do go around. You're able to like see a lot of these. You open up the chest. You see some gold and jewels and stuff like that in there. You open up other ones. You see like pieces of armor and stuff like that in it. And scattered throughout the room, there's probably about half a dozen chests, including the one underneath his foot.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if if I recognized anything I've seen is magical?
Yes, you can make an Arcana check.
No, that's a 2.
Nope.
You have no idea if any of this is magical or not.
I grab
There's
onto
a
the...
lot of pretty stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. I grab the captain's shoulder and I go, so Captain, what exactly are we here for? All of this loot or something specific?
We need more arms, Captain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way we're gonna take this all back with us.
The captain reaches in, he pulls, like, shoves one of his hands underneath his cloak, and he pulls out the bag of holding that you had seen him use earlier, and he grabs the top and he pulls it. As he pulls it, the whole mouth of this bag opens up wide. It's like, we can carry all of it.
All right, let's start dumping it in.
We don't come to a place like this and not walk away with as much as we can.
I grab the nearest
I
chest
vote
and dump it into
that we
his
leave that son
pouch.
of a bitch, and I'm gonna point at the chest underneath the foot last.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a gut feeling, you know.
Seems like a reasonable choice.
After the swinging doors and the slip and slide, I just,
Don't forget the fucking statues.
There's only one.
you know.
I just want to say I think you guys are crazy for not checking for mimics there.
Oh, I'm not opening any of
What's
these
a mimic?
chests.
You didn't check every other statue in that hallway or the one before it either, so...
I'm not opening
Statue's a
it.
statue. Mimic's a chest.
Everyone has their own priorities.
Well, a mimic can technically be a statue.
Statue's a statue.
Yeah.
Look! And I point at the mummy. It's a statue!
Okay, well, we lit it on
Technically,
fire, so I'm okay.
Technically, it's not a statue. It's a dead corpse that you can, because you can, like, you know what, technicalities. I'm just gonna
Pants
I'm gonna stand here. And I'm just
But by
gonna.
this point, the pants of this corpse are mostly on fire.
That's good. Good.
Liar,
Fucking
liar.
pants, liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, I feel pretty safe now. I'm just gonna start grabbing chests, dumping them into his bag of holding.
I'm gonna stand by the captain while he's holding his bag holding, and I'm just gonna hold my torch.
And I'm gonna listen for signs of trouble.
Apparently, I'm the
I
only
trust
green
nothing.
out here. I'm like, ooh, money.
got a hand on my axe.
I will also be shoveling chests and trying
Yeah.
to make myself useful.
Can the entire chest fit in there? Can I just like drop the chest into it?
No,
No.
bag of holding does have a limited amount of space. You couldn't throw the entire chest in
Grab
there.
the gems
contents
first.
is easy enough, but dumping the entire chest would not necessarily fit, even with his bag of holding being as it is.
Guess Greedy Drow can't take the chest too.
It's okay. We'll stack it over there.
You can always come back.
I'm gonna stack the chest I'm emptying on top of the corpse just to like weigh it down in case it comes alive.
Oh, that's. Whoa. Okay.
Good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
Just don't snuff out the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, let that fire burn.
Well, the chests were wooden, right? So
We don't
hopefully they'll
need
light
no
on fire
water.
too.
Let that mother burn.
Wait. I grab one of them and I tilt it upside down and I try to put his head in the chest.
So you're currently crawling all over this corpse.
Yes, defile the corpse.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Alrighty.
Trash the place.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. That's a 20.
That's a 4.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna go first this time if that's okay with you.
It's good.
Okay.
Okay, Effie got a 4.
12.
12. Morbidia.
14.
14.
And I have a fire bolt ready.
Okay.
Don't keep
Your
this handle
reaction
here
to
for
it starting
show.
moving just.
Yeah, that was the hope.
You just say it was a torch for the longest time. That's why you kept it ready.
No, I kept it ready because I don't trust anything.
Shh.
Okay. So we have.
The favor of Loth doesn't come for free. I'm sorry. It involves sacrifices, and sacrifices are expensive.
They sure are.
You know how many guards I bribed in that random town after I sacrificed that old dude?
Wait, what?
You sacrificed an old dude?
He was dying anyway. I don't understand why they disliked it.
Oh no.
Just their elder.
How have we not chatted over drinks before? That's
Joe,
a great story.
I don't know enough about the history of Jaws, but as far as I know, from the moment you're born, you're dying. So that applies to you too, right?
What?
I wasn't almost dead though. This was like some surface elf that was like 800 years old. He's long past should be dead.
What?
Yeah, I'm lost too. Huh.
All right.
She said he was dying. That's the reason why she put him out of his misery.
So in
Everyone's
amidst
dying from the
the
moment they're born.
chamber, as you start grabbing all these chests and start dumping them in, after a little bit, you do hear the stirring as the troll stands up.
You're on fire, bitch.
Motherfucker!
The chest that you guys had tried to stack onto him just falling to the ground and just clattering away. And it reaches down just beside the throne, grabbing a massive stone club and slumping it onto his shoulder. And you see these flames just licking up its body as it smiles. The skin cracking and breaking a little bit as it grins. And it is going to take a step forward. I need to
Fuck.
be on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've made it scarier.
Like lighting
We
zombies
made
on
it worse.
fire.
Lighting it made it worse.
You haven't stopped the zombies. They're just more on fire.
Well, I'm sure it hurts.
He's
so
on fire.
It's still good, but it's still spooky.
Having
So you now have... You can see him now popping up? Yes. So
That's a good picture here. That's
scary.
a good one. That's a
Yeah.
gooder. Oh yeah, that makes me
That
so
makes you
excited. I'm so excited. That's a gooder, that one. Yeah.
And so
Oh
it-
yeah.
it is going to take a couple steps forward.
Oh fuck. He moves quick.
long legs.
He is 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
And he is going to take his club, and because Captain Isaac currently has the bag that everything is being dumped into,
Shit.
he's gonna wind up and take a big slam down to try and hit him.
Do I get an attack of opportunity for having firebolt ready?
You don't get an attack of opportunity, but you do get to unleash your held action.
All right.
So you can make the ranged attack with that.
Great. Firebolt.
Yeah, but the moment he started moving, you'd get to fire that
6
off.
and 6 is 12. Oh, does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit. The flame, it hits his body, but the flames kind of disperse off. They don't actually catch. You don't notice any burning on it.
All right.
But he's going to take his swing with his club. And so that is... The club slams to the ground, just barely missing Captain Isaac as the troll's then going to bring his arm and swing his free hand across, attempting to hit Captain Isaac with that. Ooh, that definitely hits.
Flip a bitch slap.
And that is 2 and 2. 9. And then he is going to lean in and attempt to bite Captain Isaac as well.
This guy bites.
But that is a miss. Captain Isaac just barely manages to step back from that one. And we are now on to... Oh, where's my list? There we are. Kane.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna come at the guy from
Put your AC to what?
18.
18? Okay.
So then I come at his side, straight for me, to his side, and I take a swing at the arm holding that would be on the other side because his club is up here and I'm on the other side. So I take a swing, a crossbody hack at the arm that's not holding the club to unbalance
So it's free
him.
hand. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, make me an attack.
I'm assuming a 10 won't hit.
10 does not hit.
Okay. So I make a swing. I don't trip, but he moves out of the way or turn to the side, and I don't even land the glancing blow on this 12-foot tall fool.
Yeah, you swing it as he's bringing his hand up, and your sword goes.
He swings down as I swing, and my sword just whoosh right past where his arm was.
Yeah. Alrighty. So that puts us on to Morbidia. Oh no. Yeah, no, Captain Isaac. I can number in the right order. Captain Isaac is going to take. Yeah, Captain Isaac is going to take a swing at him. That does not hit. And he's going to take a second swing, and that also does not hit. God damn it, Captain Isaac. Keep putting that dice over there. That dice,
I asked him, why does he come with us? I joke.
And we are on to Morbidia.
All right. So first I'm going to shout, remember to flank, people. Like, I'm going to scream that because I think this is integral for this fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just a reminder about flanking. And then, I really don't have a lot. I want to cast Shatter, but I don't want to kill any of my friends in this. So Shatter erupts in like a 10-foot radius.
Okay, so 20 foot by 20 foot square.
So
And how you're...
I don't think I can cast it in a way that it'll only hit him.
You have the area of protection. You can cast it like right there and then just protect.
Ooh. Yeah, I can protect, I think, up to 2 people in that. Alright, cool. So I'm going to cast a big old Shatter up where Kane is. But making sure we automatically save.
So with yours, how many people can you save right now?
2.
2. Okay. So you're basically... What is the range of it?
60 feet range. But from... So loud ringing noise erupts from a point of my choice. And then creatures in the 10-foot radius make a Constitution save. Or bad things happen.
Like the
Oh, that's handy. That's,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, super handy.
So you're dropping it there?
Yes, please.
Okay. And so you're using the thing to give you and Kane
What is it called?
automatic save.
I would like to, yeah. That seems wise.
Okay.
Yeah, pocket of safety.
Okay. So Shatter requires a what?
Constitution save?
Yeah, Constitution save.
Constitution save. Does that have bonus against undead or constructs?
I don't think so. No. If you're a creature made of inorganic material, you'd have a disadvantage, but I think undead is pretty organic. And you will take half damage on a successful save.
Oh yes, a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone or crystal. Definitely not made of stone or crystal. Okay, so he gets a Constitution save. That is a 17.
Oh, boy howdy, that totally makes it.
Okay, so he takes half damage, so roll your damage for Shatter.
1, 5, 7 damage.
7 damage?
Fiddlesticks.
That would have been a lot of damage if it wasn't half.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll roll with it.
Would have been a lot of damage if the captain didn't miss.
Would have been a lot of damage if I hit too. Paladin, undead zombie thing. I got spells for this.
Alrighty. That puts us to Zelkanea.
She's running out the door.
How fast can I run away from this place?
No, just having learned from being close to things and almost dying a couple times on this adventure,
Yeah.
I want to get like right to that corner,
Which corner?
the bottom
One?
left corner,
That one?
like in the actual
Or
like
that
right. No, like
One up.
in the middle. So like up 2 and then to the no. To the right
Really?
1, down 2. Can I be in like that corner? Or
There.
yeah.
Yes. You're
Right.
right up against the wall there.
Okay, so I'm up against the wall over there. Feel much safer over here.
Yeah, this black box is the wall, so.
Until he starts throwing stuff, yes.
Yeah. And then I am going to cast.
Don't cast Toll of the Dead, please.
Toll the Dead
That's a
would be
great idea.
fine.
Yeah,
But-
she can choose where to.
In fact,
Yeah,
I have
I'm
a
wondering
fact clue
if Chill Touch is worth doing. Because it gives against undead a disadvantage attack rolls only against me, so
Yeah.
it's nowhere near me, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess I will cast. I love Toll the Dead, so I'm going to Toll the Dead it.
Okay.
All right, and that's a wisdom saving throw.
Yes,
That is a 4.
that does not save.
That does not save. All right.
So it's technically taking damage from the fire, correct?
Yes.
So I rolled a
He also
12.
took damage from shatter.
Oh, I forgot Shatter happened too. Yeah,
So how much damage?
11.
Nice. Okay.
As my bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And I'll put it like right beside, to the left of him, so like it would be, if it could flank, it would be flanking with the Tiefling.
Okay. Where is my spider?
Wise.
Yeah. That's not what I need. There's our spider. Poof. And where are you putting it?
So it would be flanking with the Tiefling if it could.
Well,
So
you,
make
you
him-
cannot. You cannot.
Yeah,
be
I know it
flanking
can't
from
flank.
spiritual
I just meant that for the positioning.
Yeah.
I thought that
Yeah.
made the most sense.
Yep, that makes sense. So it's right there.
And then I will make it swing at him as well.
Okay, so roll for your attack.
That is a 21.
That definitely hits.
What was my damage? I think it's a D8 for.
Spiritual weapon is 1d8.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one's a D8. That one's 7.
7 damage.
Kick ass.
Not bad.
You
So
can
out of its
solo this.
400 health, we've done. Oh, and it heals, so every turn he recovers 50 health.
Oh,
Joking. I don't know, but.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I can't do anything
Okay.
else.
Effie.
I would like to move first bonus action rage.
Okay.
Then I would like to move so that I'm flanking with Kane on the other side. And then I'm going to hit it with my great axe.
Okay, sounds good.
Do I get advantage now that I'm in
Yes,
automatic
you're
flanking?
Yeah, you are directly flanking, so you do get advantage on this attack.
Well, that's good.
Holy shit!
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2 and a 5.
Well, the 5's better than 2.
So my highest roll is an 11.
That does not hit.
That does shit all. Those go to
I'm also
jail.
flanking. Do I not get advantage roll 2?
Yeah, you
weren't flanking
you,
before.
You weren't
Oh,
flanking before.
okay.
We're flanking now.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
she just moved into position to be flanking.
It's okay.
Yeah, flanking you sandwich. So one person has to be directly opposite of where you are.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you'll be able to flank on your or
Gotcha.
get advantage on your next one,
Gotcha.
unless you roll a 2 and a 5 like I did.
Well, you had advantage. You just didn't get to do much
I
of
just
it.
think
It
It did
change your
shit
roll.
all.
If
So
you
yes,
roll a
that does
one-
not hit.
If you rolled a 1 and a 5, it would have still been really nice.
I don't have to take the 1, you bastard.
All right, do anything else?
That's all I can do.
Time to
So
die.
Okay.
yeah.
All right. It is now his turn.
And he spins around and hits everyone flanking.
Who actually succeeded in hitting him? That was Morbidia.
Hi. Don't mind me.
No.
I just sneezed.
That's
That's a really bad cold.
It was real bad, you guys.
one hell of a cold.
These dusty ruins, you know.
So he's gonna take he's gonna take the claw attack against you because you're closest to that arm.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, don't worry, he is.
That is a 23 to hit.
Not even close. Yes, that hits really hard.
Yes, it does.
Oh, really squarely. We'll find out how hard it hits in a second.
Oh crap!
9 damage.
Not
That's
the
not
team's
bad.
wizard.
That is
Not the wizard.
not
Yeah.
the wizard. That's 9 slashing damage.
Slashing, eh?
Yep, 9
Ooh.
points of slashing damage.
Do you know how much this cost?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Okay, great. Ouch.
Okay, and then he is going to take his club, and he is going to swing it and try and hit you, Effie.
Oh yeah! Boo! Is it
Because-
bludgeoning damage? What type of damage is it?
It is bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Hang on, which I have resistance to. And yeah, it definitely hits.
Okay, so he hits.
He hits.
So he gets to
I do math in my head.
It's even worse.
In my head,
So it's 11 divided in half, so you take 5 damage.
Hooray!
It's half damage rolled, or divided, or
Half damage rounded down.
Rounded down.
Yeah.
And then he's going to lean forward and try and bite Captain Isaac.
Man, he's got this hard on for Isaac.
Isaac's holding the treasure.
Taking his shit.
That is a 14. That does not hit Isaac.
Yeah.
So Captain just barely manages to back up.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Bad touch! Yeah.
Do not want a chill kiss, thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we are on to Kane, and as he's making these attacks, I want you everyone who is within that 5-foot range of him to make a perception check. So Zilv, you would not be able to see this because people in behind.
5.
7.
6.
6.
No.
Jeez.
That's okay. Captain Isaac doesn't see shit either. Okay, so we are on to Kane.
Okay, so I will, now that I'm facing his back because he's turned to fight the guys away from me, I will swing down for the legs.
Okay, and you do get advantage on the attack because
Yep.
you're flanking.
Thank God. Natural 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
I'll take the natural 20. I'll take the natural 20.
Was the other one a natural 1?
No, the other one
Oh,
was a 3.
That would have been made all the more sweeter if it was a natural 1 and then a natural 20.
Yeah.
Which one do I want?
Do you have to confirm in 5th ed, or is it
No.
No.
cool?
Fuck no.
No,
The
it's not a
confirmation
crit.
for crit was terrible. It's like, oh, you got a nat 20. Roll again to see if you actually crit.
You do it in Pathfinder.
I know.
It
It
sucks.
sucks. I hated the confirmation for
Yeah.
crit.
So upon landing my blow, I activate Divine Smite as well.
Okay, so roll me your damage first.
Okay.
And you get to add one more of your weapon dice because your greatsword is what?
Slashing?
Slashing?
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. You don't have brutal critical. So it's it's double damage from what you roll for your damage of hit.
Okay, so I rolled 11 damage to hit plus 4 slashing, so 15.
So it doubles the 11.
Okay.
So that
22.
is 22 plus 4.
Yeah, so
So
25.
Yep. So 25 damage for that.
And then I activate Divine Smite as well, so 2d8. So and it's radiant
That
damage.
should be 26, not 25. Because that was 22 plus 4 is 26.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, 26. Thank you.
We can all math.
And then an extra 6 radiant damage from my Divine Smite. I don't know if that's double because of his class. No.
No, the crit only affects your weapon attack. Does not.
So that's 32 damage.
Yep.
Yes. It's dead,
Yeah.
right?
That is a lot of damage.
So he turns away from everyone else. I bring up my grade and start saying, "Oh yeah, fucker!" I hamstring him. I cut up the side of his arm and I go straight down his back with my sword.
There are now several large gashes on his body.
If this was an MMO, we'd be
I
seeing
think I might have just pissed him off,
like
guys.
the area effects.
Good. Piss him off more.
Alrighty. And with that, we are on to Captain Isaac, who he is going to take a swing. That is a 19, 20, 22. That definitely hits. And so he gets 6 for the first hit. Oh, plus, where's my d4? There it is. Okay, and then for Captain Isaac gets a good solid first hit, gets a good solid second hit as well.
Yeah.
So he gets, ooh, nice. Take away. So he gets a good hard slash up the one leg and then cleaves across the stomach. And you see a little bit of the intestines inside his body just kind of loll out of the cut across his stomach.
Yummy.
And we are on to Morbidia.
Well, it sounds like everybody's got this well in hand. So I'm gonna tippy-toe around to the chest. One, so I'm flanking because Isaac is not good at heeding warnings. Yeah, and while what's this troll? While
Well,
troll
to be
boy,
fair, he can't. There was nowhere he could move to flank because there's a spider in the way of flanking with
he
you.
can't shoo out the spider.
No, he can't push this magical weapon out of the way.
Ah, okay.
So
That's
there's
all
nowhere
right.
he could go to flank.
Okay, so he's not that dumb. And while everyone is keeping Troll Boy very occupied, I'm gonna open up the chest because this is well in hand.
That could be very dangerous.
The problem the Barb got
I'm
it.
gonna open up the chest.
Okay.
Would you like to live dangerously?
So you open up the chest, and inside you can see a plethora of gold. You see a large dagger. You see a couple scrolls rolled up as well, all within this chest.
Tiefling, loot after troll dead.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the dagger and make like I'm gonna shank him, but I'm sure that's long
Okay,
since
so
my action.
it'll take. We'll
Yeah.
say with your action you can grab the dagger.
Woo!
Okay, so you now have a dagger of unknown origin in your hand.
I'm helping.
Okay, and with that we are on to Zelkanea.
Okay, I am going to. Y'all already have advantage, so there's no point me giving you guys advantage. So I will
Yeah.
toll the dead again.
Okay, Toll the Dead. That is a 4 again.
Wow.
Okay.
He has a
then-
-1 modifier in his system.
Yay!
That one's only 8 damage that time.
Okay,
We'll take it.
And then my spider will swing at him again.
okay.
And that's an attack of 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay, so spider does no damage.
Yep. All damage is good damage.
Alrighty. Effie.
I'm
You're
gonna
flanking.
attempt to hit him again. I'm flanking. Go fuck me, die. Oh, nat 20.
She almost got 2 nat 20s in one roll.
So we're back to another crit. Alright,
So
let's see
nat
this
20.
damage.
That's a 26 with my modifier. Okay, let me just do some. Let me roll some. I'm switching with my divine fury. With my divine fury, I'm switching it from neurotic to radiant. So
Neurotic damage.
yeah.
Neurotic damage.
So that's 15 from my great axe.
Okay, and that's so the 15
The die
gets
is
doubled.
11, so 20.
Plus 4.
26.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so
So it's the
26.
exact same roll.
Yeah.
So what was your damage for your great axe?
Big-
What was your rolls for your great axe?
My roll for my great axe was 11 plus 4 for my strength.
Okay,
So it'll be 15 times 2.
No, you have
Well-
to times 2, then add the 4.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
it's,
okay.
yeah, it's times 2 the weapon
So
damage.
22,
26.
26, yeah.
And then you had your radiant damage.
Yeah, which is 2, which is 4. I
no,
guess.
the radiant damage is not double.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just 2 damage.
Yeah, the critical
again.
only doubles the weapon damage.
Okay,
it doesn't double any additional add-ons you have to it.
I played a lot of Pathfinder, so I don't remember critting. I crit once.
Yeah,
Once
because you
in
have to
Pathfinder.
confirm
Because you gotta fucking confirm, yeah.
I will say Fifth Ed does that better.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
confirm?
you will have to roll a d20
You
again,
have to
and
roll
if you get
2
another,
d20s in a row.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then it dies?
no, then you get a then you crit and you do. I think is it max damage on Pathfinder? or is
It's
it double?
times 3.
Oh, times 3.
Depending on the
Times
weapon.
3.
Well, yeah, that depends on the weapon.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you could crit on a 19.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
19, 20 was
You have to
crit.
roll a 19 or
Okay.
20, yeah.
Still, that's a 10%.
It's still down to a
Yeah,
1%
I know.
chance, because it's 10% and then 10%. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
1%.
It's great.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, altogether that's 20.
Three?
That's 30 damage altogether.
28.
28?
Yeah.
Even though,
26.
28.
26 from your weapon and then
Yeah.
an additional 2.
Because I tamped the other. Cool.
Finish him.
So yeah,
He took a lot of damage this turn.
you cleave in and you can see like the burning
Yeah.
radiance left behind where your
Yeah.
axe cleaved through his body.
See what I piss off is you can't even eat this fucking thing!
Alrighty,
Well, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, yeah, no.
and
Man, this turkey's real tough.
it is his turn.
Alright, so he's got 4 targets of that he'd like to hit.
Yeah.
Because everyone around him did good damage except for the one who's trying to loot his box. So I have no idea which one he's going to want to go for.
I'm
Does a
sorry,
17
first
hit
what?
you?
It sure does.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't like you because he went for his box.
As you pushed open that chest, he spins around and he's bringing his claw arm across to take a swing at you first
Ooh.
because you touched his chest. That was a bad touch.
Bad
Alrighty.
touch, bad touch.
What you
And
gonna
so
do?
that
What you
is
gonna do when the troll's coming for you?
10 slashing damage.
Okay, that's it.
That was
No,
his,
that's the
that was
first
his claw attack.
That's
Damn.
his claw attack.
Oh crap.
How you doing over there?
Not great. So let's see how this plays out. If he's got
He's
more.
now going to swing and try and hit you with his club.
Please.
Oh
whiff
no.
it. Please.
That
whiff.
is 20 to hit.
Nice knowing you.
That
No.
is 10 more damage.
Oh, I'm down.
You're down?
Oh no.
Okay.
You don't happen to have ranged healing over there, Paladin?
I do.
Okay.
And I also have close range healing and I'm right beside her, so
I only
And
have close range healing.
I'm closer than you.
Yeah.
So you are down now?
Correct.
Okay.
Worth it.
And what is he going to do now?
I don't get to do a bitchin' haiku now.
You might be a little unconscious.
Yeah.
He is...
Don't step on me. I'm down, guy.
No, he does not have a stomp attack. He has a bite attack.
Thank God.
Oh god.
But with you falling to the ground, he's not... Like, I basically did rolls. Are you going to keep pursuing this? Like, you've hit the ground. He's not leaning that far down to try and bite you. That's 12 feet he has to lean down to fucking bite you.
Oh my back!
He's gonna go and kiss his toes at that point. But no, he's going to turn, and you were the last one to hit him,
Yeah.
Effie, so he's going to take a bite at you.
Oh yeah.
That is a natural 20.
Oh fuck me.
I don't have. Well, I can separate my healing to pick both of them up, but
That's okay. It's depending on what type of damage he's doing.
I think Effie can take.
I
a
think
little
I can
bit
take
more.
it
yeah,
more.
because you got
I
the
can take it-
half damage as well.
Yeah,
so
I'm a little bit more designed to take damage.
You're also not a wizard, yeah.
Yeah.
So Effie's fine.
You could take 60 points of damage right now. So
Yeah.
22 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
you
you
do
pierce.
get that
Yeah,
divided in
piercing.
half, so you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Yay!
Because you're
Only
resistant to
11
bludgeoning, slashing, and
points.
piercing. So,
Clyde
yep,
changes.
That's 11 points of damage.
It's still ow,
He gets
but
his
not
teeth
bad.
deep into your shoulder with that bite.
Yeah.
Your shoulder's missing.
Yeah.
you looked a little better there,
Yeah,
human.
Yeah, it's just as he bites me, I'm just ow, 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 ow.
It's okay. You're still doing better than the one on the floor.
You might not feel pain, but you probably felt that.
I did. That just pisses me off more.
Alrighty, Kane.
Since he's facing the opposite direction of me, can I disengage without him attacking me of opportunity?
No, if you move out of his 5-foot range, regardless of what direction he's facing, he can get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
You can get
How's he
beside them
looking? Do I
without
see anything
moving.
visual on him indicating any sort of wariness or that we're starting to drag him down?
Give me a... It would cost your bonus action if you
I have
want
no
to...
bonus action to do right now.
Okay, so give me a perception check, then we'll use that as your bonus action.
You don't have healing word?
No.
If you do, that's bonus
19.
19. You're seeing a lot of large wounds on him, but with every attack he's swinging, you're watching those wounds slowly sealing, even with his body on fire.
Shoulder,
Oh,
Jen.
shit.
That's not turned off by the fire like it should be. Hacker. Okay.
Undead's a bitch.
Yeah, undead's a bitch.
Undead's a bitch. Okay, so I will have to take another swing. Hold on. Yeah, I only have cure wounds.
Yeah, but you can get there without leaving
can-
his
yeah.
5 foot.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you
can still...
You
You
can
can
move around him, but you cannot... If you step
Okay,
out of his
okay.
5-foot range, then...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you just stay in range
So
and
what I'll
get
do
right
is I'll
there.
stay within range, go over by Morbidia, and heal her for 13.
Okay. So reach over and just grope Morbidia a little...
Slap her across the face and say, "Get up!"
I deserve that. Thank you. For 13?
Yeah.
And was that the rest of your health pool?
Yes.
Okay.
Make good use of it. I have one more spell I can cast, so I have one more shot of heal, or one more Big Daddy damage, but that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. So that puts us on to Captain Isaac, who's going to take his first attack. That is
Since you're back up, God should have advantage again, shouldn't he?
Pardon?
Because she got back up, he should have
Yes, he
advantage.
does have advantage again now that she's got back up. That still doesn't help his first attack.
Wait,
Sorry.
do I have to stand up if I'm healed?
No. Like, you're back to consciousness, you have health, you're still prone.
Okay. So I don't
But
want to
you-
stand up yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Either way, his first attack missed.
Son of a bitch, Isaac!
He'd been rolling very bad, but that second attack hits. And so he gets to take a swing with that, and a swing with that, and so that is an additional 8 damage. Alrighty, so he gets another good hard cleave up the leg with his cleaver, and that puts us on to Morbidia. It's your turn. You're laying on the ground.
I'm laying on the ground.
Get up.
I'm gonna touch myself so tenderly and cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
So that's the thing I do.
I started with that. What are you doing, Mage?
Casting on herself now.
I have no armor.
Alright, so you now have Mage Armor.
You have Berserking, which halves the damage.
Yeah,
You're
that's
fine.
what I got, yeah.
Okay, were you doing anything else? Or are you still just laying on the ground?
Yeah, now's the time for a haiku.
If you haiku, I'm gonna slap you again and it won't be to heal you.
Okay, that's fine. I really don't care. I've had a bad day. So, a toll of the dead for this troll soon to be dead. Have fun dying twice. And then I groan and clutch myself because I'm in a lot of pain.
I get it!
Yeah, it's my turn.
Alrighty, Zelkanea, what are you doing?
Really wanting to cast Toll of the Dead on 2 targets right now.
Yeah.
In the interest of not killing my companion that I sort of like, I'll just cast it on...
Okay. So that's another wisdom save from him. That is an 8, so it still fails.
Only 3 damage this time.
3 damage. Okay.
And then bonus action, Spider will swing at him again.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
That hits.
Yes!
That's 3 natural 20s on this poor SOB.
That dice gods love us!
And he's still standing and healing his wounds.
Yeah, he's still...
I'd like to point out.
But just depending
What's
on
the
how
damage?
much he heals per
The
round.
D8 is a 7.
7, so 14 points of damage. Alrighty. So that spider just tears in. You just see strips of flesh get rended off as it slashes through him. And that puts us up to Effie.
I'm going to stay within the 5-meter radius, and I'm going to, again, flank with Kane. So I'm going to move beside Isaac,
Yep.
and then I'm going to, once again, hit him with my axe.
Okay.
Holy shit, that was a shit roll. I missed. Re-rolled that 3 and that 5.
Oof.
Re-rolled it.
Can I take one moment? I just realized the spider also adds my spellcasting modifier, so that should have been +3.
Okay. So take off the additional 3 damage. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Alrighty. So you
I missed.
take a good hard swing, just nothing but air.
Yeah, I was just so like, God damn it, I gotta move! Ugh! And I just miss.
Alrighty. That puts us.
Also, my arm hurts because he bit me.
That is fair.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Doesn't matter. That's a shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, still, it would indicate how much momentum it has.
Yes, but regardless of which one is the dominant arm, it's still requiring both arms to swing that battle
Yeah, I
axe.
will a great axe, so it doesn't. If I do this or if I do this, it's still gonna hurt. I gotta use both sides. Gotta use both muscles.
You can absolutely
Some,
make
like,
adjustments
some,
if you have to.
torquements.
The body's really good at
Gotta
doing
take
that.
that
Either way.
thing. I'm also kind of short, so I need both arms to do it.
You could still swing it if you only had one arm.
I could.
So his eye turns to you, Kane, having watched you revive the person who touched his chest, and he is going to take a club swing at you. That is 14 to hit.
Nope.
That does not hit. He is then going to lean in and attempt to bite you. That is a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Your AC is 18.
Yep. Thank you for casting that armor!
And then he is going to... That is a natural 20.
Oh.
That... That is... That, so he's missed with his club, missed with his bite, but he's coming in with that claw.
Critical.
And so that is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 slashing damage.
Ow. No. Do you got healing? Because I just gave up my life for yours.
Well, that's
Are you down?
shitty.
Yeah. I only have 23 health.
Oh shit.
And I took took 1 point of damage, and I've healed everyone else except myself, so I was at 22.
Oof.
So I'm down.
That
Right.
sucks.
My life for hire, I guess.
Such is the
Alright,
pirate life.
Yo ho, yo ho.
Okay, so you are currently down. And that was the end of his turn. So, Mike, I need you to make me a death saving throw. So, it's a Constitution saving throw. You need to roll 10 or higher.
On a which? 1d10?
D20.
1d20?
You need to get 10 or higher.
That's a 2.
Okay, so you have failed your first death save. Alrighty. And that is the end of your turn. Captain Isaac
I do have a healing potion on my back.
Yeah.
is going to... Actually, does he see the down? No, he does not. Captain Isaac is going to take his attack into its back. That is a hit on the first attack. Okay, so that is 8 damage there. And then he's going to take his second attack, which is also a hit. And there's another 5 points of damage. And that puts us to Morbidia.
I've got a lot of options. I've used a lot of spells up to this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna firebolt his ass.
Okay.
You're not gonna pick up my ass?
If you fail one more time, I'll see if I can do something about that.
Thanks.
No
I'll
problem.
remember that next time I come over to save your ass.
You're unconscious. You have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
there.
you don't know this shit. Alright. Woo! Non-natural 20.
Okay, so you definitely hit.
Hooray!
How much fire damage are we doing?
That's really bad. We do 1 damage.
I get 32 and you do 1! Why did I heal you?
No,
Because you're a paladin?
because you're yeah.
That's
She's
your
not
fault.
wrong.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Zelkanea.
Did I notice he went down?
I'm on the far opposite side of you.
Give me a perception check. This will just be a free action.
That's 17, so 22.
Yes, you did. You
Okay.
You saw the hit that took him down. Just that one claw swipe.
Okay. Human! You are not allowed to die! I cast,
That's the Dragonborn.
No, I'm not. I can't heal him. So I'm giving her a shield.
You got me a shield!
cast Shield of Faith on her, giving her +2 to her AC.
Oh, yay! I got +2 to my AC.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And I'll cast Toll of the Dead as my main action on him.
Okay. So that is a wisdom save, which once again he inevitably fails. Thank you, negative modifiers on will saves.
Only
How
2
much
damage this time.
Is that told that it does not get your modifiers to spiritual weapon? It does. Okay, and you already used your other action, so you can't use spiritual weapon. Alrighty, Effie.
Well, I'm sorry. I definitely am not built for healing.
She's also raging.
I'm also raging, and I need to keep attacking, or else I stop raging. So I'm going to attack
Okay.
I can only roll 1 die, which makes me sad. That's a nat 1. That die goes to jail.
Okay. Roll the severity for that.
Yeah. So I got,
What's our severity?
So bad, you're
I'm not
raging.
rolling. Just re-roll a D20.
No.
No?
Severity is percentiles. So what? Your
son of
D10 and your
a fuck.
percentile.
That is
90.
Yeah, 90.
90.
That's not bad.
Yep.
That is very good for you. Higher the
Yay.
number for your severity roll is good for the player.
Yay.
So you end up swinging. You hit in your hands. You feel that little bit of vibration as like
Yeah.
you miss and it hits the rocks, and so the handle vibrates. You get that little bit of numbness in your hands, but that passes very quickly.
Okay. Fuck.
Alrighty, that puts us back to Zombo, who is going to
Attack me.
yes,
Yeah.
as you just took a swing, and the people in front are currently laying on the ground.
Yep.
So it spins around and is going to take a swing at you with a club. That is a 15.
Thanks. Doesn't misses. Yay!
That 2 miss.
Yeah,
Alright, hit to a miss.
You are useful to me. Don't die.
The second attack is a 28 to hit, though.
Hey, I picked up your friend.
On the right
Yeah,
side,
I
that is
can't
only,
heal you right now.
That is only 6 slashing damage from the claw attack,
Yay!
which is reduced to 3 because of raging.
Yeah, because I'm raging.
Our spell slots from a skirmish with the lizards were still used, so I'm low on spell slots.
And a
I have one more I can heal myself if I can get my ass up.
and that is a 16 for the third hit with the bite.
Which is...
Misses because your AC is 17 right now because of that shield. Your shield is saving your life.
Shield saved me. Saved my life.
So it misses on that bite attack. Does Kane know, or does actually Kane? It's your turn, so I need you to make me another saving throw.
16.
16. Okay, you have 1 success. So you're 1 success, 1 fail. If you hit 3 successes, you're unconscious, but you're stable. You're no longer bleeding out. If you hit 3 fails, you're dead.
Yeah.
Right. So then we are on to Captain. Does Captain Isaac notice that you are unconscious? No, he does not. That was a 5. Okay, so Captain Isaac is going to take another attack at.
Oh, wait, yeah.
He is going to hit Zombo. So he's going to.
Are you the first person to attack after me?
Yes.
Okay.
Pardon?
I was asking her if she was the
Yeah.
first person to attack after me.
Yeah, it goes
Yep.
me, Isaac, Morbidia, you, the Berserker.
Okay, and that is an additional 3. And then he's going to take the second attack, which misses. Which puts us up to Morbidia.
Alright, I'm gonna expend my last spell slot to do a healing whispers on Kane there.
Okay.
Why? Could have waited a little longer. I've got a few more fail saves.
Oh,
No,
I
I think it's- I think it's
complaining
I think it's-
before.
If
I
you
think
roll a
it's get-
natural 1, you're dead right now.
I think it's get back up.
No.
I mean, I've still dealt the biggest blow in one hit so
I think
far.
it's-
Yeah,
get back
let's get
up.
you up. So I lean down and I go, sweet nothings.
You literally just say sweet nothings.
And heal you for 7.
Okay, so you have 7 health. You're still prone, but you are no longer dying. So your death saves are irrelevant now.
Do I erase them or leave them there?
You erase them.
Okay.
Because if the troll were to down you again right now, you'd start fresh.
Okay.
Okay. So you are now conscious again. You're still prone. Zelkanea,
Do I notice he's conscious?
you could roll me a perception check.
That is
So-
11.
He's prone on the ground. You don't know.
I don't know. So if I don't know that he's conscious, I'm going to continue to try to give her advantage because that would make sense. So I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at
Yay.
him.
Okay. Guiding bolt is dexterity saving throw, I believe.
No, it's attack.
Okay, so roll me the attack.
That is a 24.
That definitely hits. What is our damage?
I had to use it as a second level spell slot, so I have to double check how much it adds to that.
That's great.
That was guiding bolt.
Yeah.
For
4d6, so 5d6.
5d6. Okay.
So that's 4, 9, 18, 20.
20. Okay. So you watch the hit just slam down. His body is glowing nice and bright at this point. And so he is still standing. But you get advantage on your next attack because Guiding Bolt.
Fucking A.
Or wait, thinking now, can I slightly rearrange how I ordered my turn so I can make the spider attack first so she still gets the advantage?
No, because with you double with
Yeah.
with this point where you actively trying to see is Kane alive,
Yeah.
you would have burned your bonus action for that.
Oh, okay, so I don't have a bonus action. No,
Correct.
I'll pass it.
Okay. So we are on to Effie.
Me. Hitting it with advantage. 15 plus. That was a 15. 15 plus 6, 21.
That hits.
Hooray. So 10 for my axe. And 3 damage for my Divine Fury.
How much from your axe?
10.
And then plus 4.
Yeah. 1d12 plus 4.
So 10, and then your
6. Or not 6. 3. God damn. So
okay.
13 damage.
13 damage. Alrighty. How would you like to do this?
Yeah! I'd like to take my axe, and I'd like to go between his legs, and I'd like to just cleave up and down and over as I'm yelling, screaming, "This everything is awesome!"
And with that, you cleave him wide open.
I'm happy.
As it turns and you watch as its flesh is like almost grasping for itself, trying to reattach, and just slowly droops as the body crumbles.
Yay! I'm just gonna. I'm gonna sit down now, and I sit back down.
What's your health at right now?
But my health is at 16. But when I rage, it's after I'm done raging, I'm exhausted.
But that's fair.
So
I'm really mad at this thing. Can I make the spider while it's still around? Because it's still around for 6 turns is how many seconds? 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Can I just make it like keep smashing into his head? Like he's on the ground, but just continuously smash until my spider dispels.
Yep. See, you just see the spider just smash, just turning the head into paste. Just we just have mulch on the ground where the head used to be.
Alright, Captain, let's finish putting this shit in your bag.
The captain's gonna take a little bit of a breather. He's got some wounds in him too.
Yeah.
He took some hits right out the gate, but he's gonna kind of shake himself off a little bit and.
Hey, Captain, are we expecting to meet any more of your friends?
God, I hope not.
Because, ow! Ow!
You're telling me as I stab my sword into the ground and lift
Hey,
myself
Captain.
up?
Hey, Captain, can we go, like, grab some shit so that we're a little bit more... I feel I'm a little less prepared. I feel like we need to be more prepared for these things. Because ow.
I think we can do that.
Yeah, that'd be great, Captain. Thanks, Captain. You're good. Good guy, Captain. And I'm just going to lean forward. My head on the ground.
Being the only person that wasn't hurt in this combat, I'm going to go check out the chest that Tiefling opened.
Currently, the tiefling is laying in right in front of the chest and fine.
Yeah, I'm just
too.
going to step right over her and be like, what's in here?
The tiefling on this island, I went down. The tiefling went down. Did I go down? No, I did not go
No,
down.
you did not go down.
The tiefling went down.
Those two have gone down.
The paladin's
this-
gone down.
Today,
This fight?
you went down.
The
last
drow's
time.
gone down.
Technically twice if we include the
Illegal
fight
fight,
pit.
yeah.
And the captain walks forward to inspect the chests as well. And Eagle's reaching down. He's kind of shifting through the coins and picks up the scrolls that are in there. and he's looking at the scrolls, and like he looks and he sees like the dagger that you had pulled out, and he's kind of shaking his head and no, it should be here. And kicks the chest and grabs the scrolls, and he kind of pulls open the scroll, and one of them is yet another map. And he is like the entire time that you have seen the captain, he's been very smiley, very boisterous, very charismatic, very like even when things are like, well, fuck it, like still like doing good. This is the first time you've actually seen him visibly annoyed. And you just watch as he just clutches that map in his fist and is like, filthy codger, of course he fucking hit it. And never can he make anything goddamn fucking easy.
The captain, I know you're annoyed, but I think we might need to rush just a little bit.
That being said, he pulls open the map and he looks at it and is like, we'd be having to move to another island regardless.
Hey, this might be a good idea. Maybe we could stop somewhere and resupply. Yeah.
Are you good enough to get to the ship? I say we hit to the ship, head to the mainland, hit up a dock or something. Pick up some extra supplies before we go for the last venture.
Where does the map point us this time now, Captain?
We be heading into the heart of the Isles.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, Captain. On one condition, you owe me a healing potion.
I think I can spot you that.
I was gonna say, I think we need to start adding hazard pay. Just, The recruiter
Either
didn't
way.
mention anything about undead trolls!
We didn't know about undead fucking trolls.
I told you there was undead in front of us.
Yeah.
And you see him stop and just take a deep breath. All things considered, we didn't die. Well, some of you put in a valiant effort in that regard. we all are standing now. And he goes and he pulls open the bag and starts shoveling what's left in that last chest into the bag as well. We'll get back to the ship. Girahil will take a look over all this, see what there is. And meanwhile, we make it for coast.
Great, I need a drink. I'm gonna pull out my chalk, and by the corpse dust, I'm gonna write, it's Thimric, right?
Thrimmick.
Grimdork.
Thimrik was the captain of this guy.
And this is...
Grimnal. Grimnal.
I'm gonna write Grimnal sucks the big one by his corpse. Arrows pointing. I broke the rule.
you weren't actually making a roll. So
So let it go.
suddenly dice all over the floor, just smash!
Oh, with arrows pointing to his corpse, and then I'll drag my sorry ass out with the captain.
Okay.
I stand up and I kick it one last time and I follow Morbidia.
The captain goes, and you just see him walk up, take his cleaver, just push. And actually, I want all four of you to make a perception check.
Since we failed it before.
Nope.
Nice.
I'm a little groggy.
6.
8.
23.
You're the only one who sees this. As he's dragging his cleaver across the skin of the troll, you're actually watching that skin bubble and boil, almost as if someone had just poured acid on it as he's dragging his cleaver across the flesh.
As Captain Isaac is?
Yes.
The flesh of the troll.
Yes. Because it's open rage and smashing the head open with the spider. You went to give another kick. Captain Isaac wanted his last little bit of fuck this thing. And so just dragging the blade of the cleaver through the flesh. And you're watching that little bit of flesh just bubble and boil as if acid has been poured on it.
I respect the captain a little bit more now.
As I walk out, I'm using my sword as almost like a walking stick to stabilize myself, and I just kind of put one more in through the troll, like he's just in my way.
Hey guys, Remember those stairs we slid down?
Oh shit!
That's
you,
still there.
you have a grappling hook.
I have a grappling hook, yeah.
We could maybe grapple our way up. We could like, what?
We'll see. I just
We'll
wanted
see.
to remind us of that.
Thanks for the memory.
Even though they weren't so great.
Thanks for nothing, asshole.
Alrighty. And so as you are all heading back up, as you go up the spiral staircase, you enter the room where the giant lizard skeleton was set. It has not moved. You move through its rib cage and continue on. You're passing through the hallway that had the statues. None of them have moved. The rubble is exactly where you smashed it.
I still don't regret that.
Of course not. And you progress up. You get to that next stairway that had at one point turned into a slip and slide. The stairs have all reset. I'd like everyone to make me a general dexterity check.
That's an 18. So that's a 20 non-natural.
Okay?
11.
I just need to check something. We're just doing a check.
Yeah, just general dexterity.
15.
15? Okay. As a group, you all... Actually, I need to make Kevin roll though. Oh, yeah. He's fine. As a group, you all managed to progress up, and you're a little bit more cautious with each step, making sure that the step's not giving way underneath you, and you all make it up that stairwell, no problems. Pass through that last hallway with the statues leading towards the doors that you'd come in, that you had kicked open. And as you're approaching that final turn of the hallway, you see this large figure flung down the hall, slamming into this back wall and crumbling to the floor.
Oh shit, do we recognize him?
Roll me a perception check.
19.
11.
11.
9.
You recognize real good.
No!
Is that the orc or the human?
That was the orc.
Okay.
You see his rather mangled body crumpled up against this back wall.
Is he injured, breathing, or dead?
He's died. I think that's dead.
He's dead.
But the mangled can still be alive.
Captain Isaac immediately just kind of puts his hands out and takes a step back and reaches over and grabs the Torch of Everburn from you.
Okay. Yeah, I just let it go.
I reach into my backpack, pop out my healing potion, and swig it back.
Okay.
You should heal that,
What,
yeah.
yeah. What does that put you at for health?
How much does it give?
The regular healing potion is 1d8 plus 2.
Yeah.
1d8 plus
Or is
2?
it- Yeah, 1d8 plus 2.
8, so that's 10.
Yeah.
90% shows 1d8 plus 2. Let's check potions. Potion healing. Or 2d4 plus 2, but we'll just go with the 8. Cause
Okay.
you got the bet. If you'd gotten like a 1 on it, then it'd be like, we'll just re-roll that because of the... You'd get a minimum of 2, but you got the 8, so we'll just stick with that. So Captain Isaac has taken the Torch of Everburn from you. Is anyone doing anything right now?
I've got...
Aside from down the
Yep. Hand on axe. Maybe hand on hand axe. One of my hand axe.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm going to prepare chill touch for if anything comes around that corner.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll prepare a firebolt and look down and say, well, that's fucking ominous.
Yeah.
Captain Isaac is just kind of like waving you guys to like just hold off as he steps forward and peers around the corner. And he kind of takes a step back, like he just his one eye on the corner and leans back, and he's like, "Dreadfoot be ahead. I'll be fine, but I need all of you to stay out of sight. I've no doubt he's anchored near our vessel. Once we're gone, get yourself to shore.
Oh, Captain,
Take where we came in as quickly as you can.
Are we gonna be
But do not let him see you.
We're
Got
gonna have to
it?
be quiet. I'm really not good at being quiet.
You don't have to follow immediately behind. Be careful, stay out of sight. And he's going to take the map that you guys had used to get to that location, so you guys have a guide to get back out, and he shoves it into your hand, because you're the closest to him.
Okay.
I pull you back and I wrap my hand around your mouth so I can help you be quiet.
Captain, can we keep that bag of holding so he doesn't take all our treasure?
No, I'm a meatingness, I think.
I don't want to take this. I can't really read maps. Thanks.
And you see him kind of stop and shake himself a little bit and stepping past the corpse of Brogut. Ah, Dreadfoot. It's been too long. I see your temper hasn't improved any. And I need everyone to roll me a perception check with advantage, just because of your proximity.
22.
17.
21.
And what was yours?
15.
Okay, so you'll hear them conversing. They're not being subtle about it.
Yeah.
And you hear this voice. You've never heard this voice before. You haven't, like, nowhere in your travels have you actually heard this one speaking. But you don't know who it is. But judging by Captain Isaac's response, you can assume it was Dreadfoot. Too long indeed. I must say, it was so nice of you to go through all the trouble of retrieving the other half of the medallion for me. Leaving that map behind you was certainly worth the risk. Well, risk for me. You walking out here alone means that you've obviously suffered heavy losses. The blood on your jacket definitely says so as well. But worry not. Your luck doesn't get any better. I have your vessel and your men held at the beach. Now you should be handing over that medallion, lest I be required to kill you, your men, and sink your ship into the depths. And Captain Isaac, with a little bit of smugness that you're accustomed to in his voice, he's like, "Tell me, Coromir, do you remember the punishment given to that conspiring imbecile, Vrodek?" And Dreadfoot pauses for a moment, and I do believe there was a bag of holding and a knife involved. And you can hear the rustle of fabric. You can assume Dreadfoot's probably grabbing his bag. And you hear the tink as something metal is dropped into it. And it's like you hear silence for a few moments and kind of a bit of... You see, it was shit like this that made me want to serve under you in the first place. You always were the quick thinker. Always had a plan. But now you're in quite the predicament. We both want what the other has, and neither of us be wanting to hand it over. You attack me, your whole crew dies. We attack you, I can only assume that key be lost forever. So, what now? Captain Isaac, a fate worse than death, it seems. We have to cooperate if either of us has a chance of laying our eyes on the treasure. A fate worse than death indeed. All right, men, back to the boat. We escort our esteemed guest back to the ship. We've got some chatting to do before we can set sail. And you hear... You can't quite make out based off the perception checks you'd originally given, but probably about 15 or so people start walking around outside the cavern. And after a few moments, you can hear their footsteps getting further and further and further away from the entrance. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna loot Brogut's body.
Okay.
Out of respect for the dead.
Roll me a survival check.
If that's your level of respect, I hate to see your bad side.
18.
18. Brogan is a man of simple taste. He has a club.
I'm gonna take the club with me to return to the ship.
What is your strength?
Oh, she's an orc, isn't he?
Brogan is an orc, and he was wielding a very large club.
That is a...
What is your strength?
Oh, sorry, my strength is 14.
14.
Right, I was check. 14.
You could haul it very slowly.
You know what? I will just remember him as he was.
Dead and mangled?
And I turned to you. Did you mean to return that to the ship? Or
I
did you mean
did.
to loot it for yourself?
No, I'm not gonna wield anything other than my hands. I just meant to, like, bring it back and, like, mount it or something.
Okay, I pick it up and I carry it.
Oh, that's
Okay.
decent of you.
You got it. Just... Tunk.
And I also want to look for Throck after when we're gonna go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how long are you wanting to wait before you...
Can we still hear footsteps?
I say we wait a good 5 minutes.
I say we wait a good hour.
No.
Let's take a short rest.
Yeah.
Use some of those hit point dice.
Yeah, I think a short rest might be. Well,
Were
Yeah.
we supposed to make it to the ship before him? though?
No, after.
after
Oh, okay.
they're gonna talk and they're gonna try
I see.
and they have some chatting to do. But it sounds like our entire boat has been captured.
Yeah.
And we have
I
to get
thought-
back onto our boat without being seen.
That's what it was. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought we had to beat him there. Cool. I'll rest, but I'd also like to find Throck's body.
Okay, so
Yeah, as would I.
So you how long are you waiting before you try and venture out, like just by the mouth of the cave before you take a rest?
I think
4 hours.
Do you think 4 hours is? I was gonna say I think.
I think just an hour would be fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think an
cool.
hour.
Yeah.
Does an hour
rest.
actually do anything for you?
Yeah,
He has
you
a
can
short
take a
rest.
short rest. You can
Oh.
use your hit dice to recover some of your
I
health.
thought a
like that.
short rest was 4 hours.
Nope.
Okay, let's do
No.
an hour.
That's
Short
a full
re-
rest for
4
me.
hours is a long rest for or for an elf.
Okay.
So, what's the hit die that we roll for a short?
Your hit dice.
Yeah, so
What's the hit
it
dice?
depends on your.
Well, yeah, depends on that varies based on your class. You have
Okay.
1 hit dice per level, so you are currently level 3.
Okay.
And actually, at this point, we're gonna level everyone up to 4 as you can short rest.
Level up, ding!
But so you guys are we'll take the short rest, and while they're taking the short rest, we are also going to take a quick break here on stream as well. So we'll be back here in about 10 minutes. So we will be back. And we are back. The group has taken a short rest, recovered some of their wounds. We've leveled up now. They're all level 4. Congratulations.
Yay!
You survived to level 4. And so you've taken your long rest, or your short rest now. You've recovered some health. What are you doing?
Are we inside still or outside?
You're still just inside the cave. Like you've basically hidden around that corner, maybe backed in a little bit further. But at this point, you've not heard footsteps for quite some time.
I'd imagine.
Let's go find human.
Let's go find the human and see what he's looking like. I don't have high hopes.
Maybe he got away.
I'm gonna ask. Can I have that map back? Because I think I want to learn.
Here you go.
Thanks. And I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna study this map real quick. I'm gonna look at the sky and study this map.
Alrighty. The map is fairly crude, because the map itself is like it was written on cloth, so it held up fairly well over the years.
Yeah.
But the map itself is still really old, so
Okay.
it's not super detailed or anything like that. But you get a good idea of where approximately you're going.
Okay. Cool. We're going. I think we go that way.
And so as you're all heading out of the entrance to this cavern as well, you get a few steps out and off to the side in the bushes you can see a very mutilated body that was once Throck.
Oh, poor Throck. Alas, we hardly knew ye.
I want to loot the corpse.
I was going to say, is this crossbow around?
So give me a survival check.
Oh, right. 20, not natural.
Throck had a little bit more on him than Brogat did, because Brogat had his club, which is currently chilling out with Kane. You find about 12 gold, and he's got... The crossbow that he had has been broken.
Damn.
But he does have a case of crossbow bolts on him. And it has 15 crossbow bolts still in it.
Yeah, we'll take that. Take the gold.
Can I snag those bolts, please?
You
Do
can
you have a
snag all
crossbow?
but one.
Okay. Yes, I
Yeah.
have a hand crossbow.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to keep one to remember him by.
Okay.
And I'll take one of the crossbow bolts with me.
I didn't know Dragonborn were skilled with the finer arts such as hand crossbows.
Yeah, you don't know everything, Drow. I'm sorry. So there was 15, you said? And I got
14 for
14.
you.
Yeah.
And are you keeping the case or are you giving him the case?
Like, you can have the quiver case thing.
Okay, so you have the crossbow bolt case and 15 more crossbow bolts.
14.
That's 14.
Yeah.
Because Morbidity kept one.
And are we divvying up the gold, or are you just keeping it all?
I'm not going to keep it all, but I'm going to keep it all on my person right now.
Did he give us the bag of holding?
No, he took that with him.
Yeah, so the gold. Okay.
I asked for it.
Based off of the discussion you heard, you assumed he dropped something into the bag of holding and had a knife with it.
Oh, so if you reach the reaches
Did-
in, and okay.
Did he take the dagger from Morbidia? Morbidia, did he take the dagger from you when we left the
I thought he
controls
didn't.
area?
He did not.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was the dagger that he had on him. Did he not have 2 magical items on him? His axe and one other when you scanned
His
him?
cleaver.
That was
His
the
cleaver.
bag of holding. The cleaver and the bag of holding.
Okay, so...
But he could have had the
Dagger
magical
in the bag,
dagger
right.
in the bag of holding, and I wouldn't
Well, it doesn't have to
been
be
able
a magical dagger.
That's true. Or it could have just been poisoned, which I never detected poison on him.
Or wrapped around the hilt of the dagger was the gem or whatever that they were talking about that has the other side of the map of that he had, or gem or whatever.
I'm sure
it
the
was.
other guy wouldn't mind about poking himself, but he said that there was
He'll
the
never
one
find
guy
it.
died because of a bag of holding and a dagger. So I'm assuming it's poisoned or magical.
Something like that. But it's not the dagger that was in the chest by the troll, which is the
No,
thing that I
no,
was
no,
curious about.
Correct. No,
Okay.
Morbidia still has that dagger.
Okay, can we look at that dagger?
I will gladly look at that dagger. Is it magical?
Do you have any way to detect magic?
Art.
We
I can
do.
detect magic for free now, so I'll just cast that. Is it magical?
Yes, it is. The dagger itself is magical. The dagger, when the dagger basically prevents life regeneration. The dagger itself is called the Undying Dagger.
It didn't stab the troll with the dagger.
I was getting to it.
But yes, it basically nullifies the ability for a creature to regenerate health for 3 turns.
That's
Didn't
pretty
need it. We
cool.
were boss.
Yeah.
Doink.
You're welcome
Don't
for
get the
looking at the
reference.
chest.
Like a toneberry.
Just saying.
Stabity, 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 stabity.
I don't like being close enough to poke them, so.
I
It's
think
okay.
we found a new solution.
We brute forced
So-
everything.
Yeah, so the next undead 12-foot tall troll we fight,
Throw that at him.
we'll have the dagger for them.
How do you kill an archdemon? Stab it until it stops moving.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright then. I guess everyone moves silently and let's head back to the boat.
Okay.
Yep.
I'd like everyone to roll me stealth checks.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's 19.
Oh, thank fuck.
Oh, shit.
It's a 19.
I'm gonna be the worst, aren't I? I'm a 7.
I rolled a 9. Well, no, I got a 9.
Okay, you still all got above 10 on average because group stealth check.
Yeah.
So there's some times where like you'll be walking along and you'll be about to step on a branch or something like that, and you'll just feel a hand like grab you and pull you aside. And
No damn
I know
branches in the
drows
Underdark.
don't like being touched by any other creature other than, and nothing but themselves, but let's not get everyone killed, shall we?
Pretend that you're a rabbit, guys, and then there's a wolf trying to get you.
There's no branches in the Underdark. I'm not used to this shit.
Favorites.
Isn't
But
it?
they don't snap the same.
I have a
If they're
question.
dead, yeah.
I have a question. It's dark in the Underdark, right?
Yes.
So, but people don't. You guys don't see with light. Things are really good for hearing, aren't they? Aren't drow really supposed to be really good at
I'm
stealthy?
a noble. I don't do sneak shit.
That's for the help.
Like most.
We have the
things
most
that are
useless
blind-
drow.
Most things that are blind, you know.
All she does is ring a bell.
Ding dong.
To be fair,
That bell kills a lot of things.
to be fair, she did guiding bolt, and she gave me some sweet ass armor. So I think that's pretty helpful.
Yeah, that armor saved you from 2 heavy hits.
Yeah, Effie's on team. On team.
On Team Drow.
On team Drow. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Sylvan Ray. I'm on your team.
So, after waiting your time to rest and recover, you start heading back. You do manage to make fairly good time after having spent a while taking a good solid look at the map and figuring out, okay, this is the route that we want to take to get back there. The map is, as I said, not perfectly accurate, so there's some things that have changed over the course of a few hundred years. But you generally find your way to the beach. Now, it doesn't take you too terribly long to get there. As you're approaching the beach where you'd originally landed, you can see on the beach several large fires going. And several people who you do not recognize patrolling along the edge of the bushes. And you can see Captain Isaac seemingly arguing with a rather gruff-looking human who you've never seen before. You're too far away to actually hear what's being said, but you recognize Captain Dreadfoot with just his stature, his wardrobe, and all that, because you spent the past couple of days with them. The other person who he's arguing with, bulky human, taller than Captain Isaac. He's about 6 feet tall. His face very angular, very stern. The top of his head is matted with tangled shoulder-length brown hair. He's really wide shoulders that just protrude through a sleeveless black trench coat that's just dangling down. And you can see the two of them just seemingly bickering back and forth.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that.
Wide man.
that
Trenchcoat man's a bad guy?
Yeah, Trenchcoat Man is Dreadfoot. Just a wild guess. There's only the one ship? Or is it 2 ships?
You can see the ship you came in on
Yeah.
out in the water, like still anchored out where it was.
Okay.
You can see another slightly larger vessel looming near it as well.
Okay.
Which, at this point, probably safe to assume that that's Dreadfoot's ship.
Yeah. Spot check how many people are on the beach.
Give me a perception check.
17... 18.
18. Because you are still in the bushes, you haven't just run out onto the beach. You're not getting a very clear view of who all's there, and still trying to be relatively stealthy. But you figure there's probably, like, you see some of your crew on the beach still as well, some of which had been left on the boat.
Are they restrained in any way?
They are surprisingly not restrained.
Are they disarmed?
You do not see any of them bearing weapons.
Just the ones we don't recognize have any weapons with them.
You do see the ones that are patrolling carrying weapons with them. You see others that are by the fire pits that are not actively wielding anything.
And none of our guys are patrolling. It's just the guys we don't recognize.
Correct.
Okay. Are there any? I'm going to look down along the water's edge and see if there's any boats that we could use to get out to our ship.
From where you are currently, you can just, because keep in mind that it was the cliffs leading up in and into
so it's
the woods.
a very narrow.
Yeah, so you're not seeing areas where there's some boats on the shore, but nothing directly you'd have to run through everyone to get to them.
Okay.
What?
So we got a few options. Only one of them may involve not killing everyone,
After a
which
few
may not
moments,
work out well.
While you were talking, after a few moments, you feel a large hand land on your shoulder from behind you. Just whoomp. And you hear a very familiar voice. Pardon me, Manners, but what the fuck happened?
I turn to the Joe. I know we're close to an edge, but don't push him off, please.
And
You don't know if that's what I'm planning yet.
Tall, dark, and stormy. I look up. Tall, dark, and stormy. Is that you?
You see Giraheel looming, standing over you, and
Oh, Giriel! Oh, God!
he just looks down at you and smiles and welcome back, Miss Effie, and gives you a bit of a wink, and he turns and is like, we'll worry about what happened later.
Oh, Gary!
So
We had such a bad day! We're having a bad day!
I can only assume, considering Dreadfoot's here. Now, come with me. And he guides you a bit further away from the beach, pulling into the woods a bit further. He's like, Captain is going to be chatting with Dreadfoot for a bit, so we got some time. But he's asked me to let you know of a special task he's got for you.
Oh, special task. Okay.
Alright. Kill everyone? Alright.
With the number of people they got on the beach, it'd be a slaughter. And we would not be able to be inside of that slaughter.
Is Dreadfoot immortal? Or?
Did you see the giant ass dreadnought behind the boat that we came in on?
Yeah, no one's on it. Guaranteed 100%.
This guy, I think, means business. Also, I don't know, he's got a black trench coat. That's pretty ballsy. With no sleeves, and the guy doesn't do much to... That's pretty ballsy.
It won't fit.
And my question is he doesn't do his hair. Now, does he just do his hair because it's matted with the amount of blood that the blood doesn't come out anymore? I have questions.
I can't wear a trench coat. I have too many spikes.
No, yeah.
And I just tie my scales back, so...
That might be... We're tangenting, but that might be something. Maybe that too could be a ballsy thing. Is just look at this trench coat I can't actually wear. I dare you to say something about it, Gary. What are we doing, Gary?
So for the captain's request, he's been with little info on Dreadfoot and his crew as of late, and the task is absolutely not a light request. He'd like for you to all sneak aboard Dreadfoot's vessel and gather information.
And gather information.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to force any of you to go. There's no obligation for all of you to go or don't go. Each of you can make your own decision. But the captain's witnessed your ability to work together when needed, and thinks odds are best if you all are together. But either way, each of you gets to make your own choice whether you go or whether you go back to our ship.
Is there any specific information that we're looking for on the ship, or just information in general? I don't really care about what color of socks they're wearing.
There's a few things that he wants to know. First, the number of men aboard his ship. 2, are his men loyal? Captain Dreadfoot rotates through a crew often enough that a few new faces aren't going to raise suspicion. But Isaac needs to know if any of those people can be swayed. If they're loyal to Captain Dreadfoot, or if they're there for the coin. Also, has there been much dissent since he took over? As you may or may not know, Captain Dreadfoot once sailed underneath Captain Isaac. And Captain Dreadfoot, needless to say, took a rather mutinous approach to taking over. We also need to know the weaponry and supplies aboard his vessel.
How long is the mission going to be for? As long as it can be? Or are we supposed to get back on the ship before we take off? Or are we going to a different dock with Dreadfoot? What's the idea?
Isaac's trying to get Dreadfoot to go into port first, before we'll make a venture for the last area. Based on the map that you had acquired.
So just take stock, don't do anything to him.
If you got the opportunity to kill him, we're not going to object. But
So-
be very aware that
So we're sailing back on Dreadfoot's ship. We're
That's
going to
what
the same
we're
port?
The sound of it.
Okay, cool. Alright.
the intent is to get Dreadfoot to take our vessel and his vessel into port.
Got it.
We go in, gather supplies, and then we make venture. Both Captain Isaac and Captain Dreadfoot both have a piece needed to open up the final area.
Got it.
So knowing how many men are on board and maybe having a few less men on board to make things easier when when the inevitable fight breaks out at the end of this.
Inevitable indeed.
Ooh. I love Mutiny Mondays.
Monday, Monday, except it's a Sunday.
Well,
Got it. How are we getting aboard that ship?
I assume you have a plan?
At the moment, I don't.
I meant for Greg to have a plan, or Gary to have a plan.
I can levitate over.
Yeah.
But that
You
only
might
brings
be
me
noticed.
Yeah, well, I think that's a long way to
The
swim.
bottom of the bottom of a passenger vessel on board might be an easier way than levitating over. Just a suggestion.
Well,
But I'm just suddenly there.
there's a couple options really. Once again, each of us makes the choice for yourself whether or not you're going to go aboard Dreadfoot's ship or come back with us on Captain Isaac's.
oh, I'm in on one condition.
What's the condition?
You find me any scrolls you find in the future. I get dibs.
I can't be promising that.
Ah. I'll do it anyways.
I can't say no to you, Dark and Stormy.
Oh, I know. And while he's standing there, he pulls out the bag of holding that Captain Isaac had. And he looks to all of you. He's like, Captain Isaac said that if you were willing to take the mission to give the opportunity to take a bit of the loot that you'd acquired. He had me burn everything I've got to identify as much as I could. And so I've got a few items, a couple of items that might benefit each of you. Alas, Captain said give each of you one item, so you can take a pick of the two from each of you. And I've found a couple of items that each of you might be able to make use of, so pick your one item, and you can pass the other one back to me, because the other items that are going to need to be used to help repair our vessel. It's taken a bit of a hit when Dreadfoot rolled up. And so, you can take a pick of those, and he hands you a cloak and a necklace, hands you a ring and a hat,
Ooh.
passes you a goblet and some boots, and he passes you a scroll and a cloak. So each you can take your choice of one of those items. That was the reaction I was expecting.
Note, it regards alcohol as poison.
And so if you decide that, or once other people have chosen their item, if you want to take a look at the item they're not taking and would rather that instead of the ones I thought might be suiting you, then you're welcome to take one of those items instead. But each you can take one of the magic items.
Role-playing me wants the goblet of neutralized poison. The player in me wants the boots of elvenkind.
Okay, to be fair, I grabbed an item that one would be functional for each player, and one is a goofy item that kind of fits with the roleplay for each character, and what I know of each character.
It's like, oh, do I be...
Okay, that's it. Intelligence check.
I could be the shiny...
I have a 14.
The fuck you giving me a cloak for, boy?
I could be the shiny and sparkly to your dark and
It's like a
stormy.
cape, not a, like, put your arms through and wear it like a coat thing.
I know. I'm aware. It says cloak.
Uh-huh.
And I know why you gave that to me, and you know why you gave that to me.
I know exactly why I gave that to you.
Sparkly.
Uh-huh.
Sparkly.
As I said,
So
I
good.
gave each of you an item, one that is very functional and one that is going to base off of how I know of your characters.
Uh-huh. The
This-
only
And
question
so
I
far,
have...
I am
Basically
3 for
makes
3 of
me
what I
have,
guessed
like,
you
a
would take.
I almost feel like this
I
makes
kept
me like
boots of
Sailor
elven
I know.
instead.
with sparkles.
I rolled on it.
Which is perfect.
The question I have is, does the scroll you gave me, is it a one-time use, or can I apply it to...
You can apply it to one item. So one piece of armor that you have, you could apply it to.
Well, what happens if I sell or break the item, and I lose the...
Yes.
Perfect, I'm taking the cloak.
So hold on to the cloak then.
Oh, okay.
So that, basically, so that way you have track of what magical item you have. And I'll
rolled
write up
on
an
it.
Undying Dagger one for you.
I rolled on intelligence because smart. I would take the thing that helps, but at the same time, it's like nothing can poison me. But I can always cast detect poison. So
That being said, based off of this, I am 4 for 4 of what I figured you would take.
I would have taken the scroll if I could applied it to different items. Only,
I know,
only
but
one item.
scrolls are always one-time use.
I figured, but I don't plan on sticking with the same armor.
Yeah. Although you
So-
did buy new armor already.
Yeah, I know. I don't know when I'm necessarily going to get another, but I know I want to potentially upgrade to a magical item if we come across one. So it's kind of like the chance of finding something better. I don't know if you're going to offer that to us or not.
Fair. Yeah, I'm 4 for 4, and I knew that 3 of you would take the goof items. Just for anyone watching, what item did you end up taking?
A cloak of billowing, a long black-like cloak of the outside is black as night, while the inside is blood red. Even when there's no wind, the cloak dramatically billows behind the player as if they were in a mild wind. I can activate it and it billows, or deactivate it and it's still. That's it.
God.
What item did you get?
I got the Amulet of Glimmer, a golden chain with a clear teardrop crystal. Within a crystal, you can see an ever-shifting glitter. Mine is when it's activated to cause my skin to be all sparkly like twilight. And the effect sheds a bright light for a 5-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 5-foot radius and lasts 12 seconds. I'm sparkly glowy, you guys. I'm sparkly glowy.
I took boots of elvenkind, dark leather boots with soft soles. While you wear these boots, your steps while walking or running make no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving across. You have advantage on dexterity, stealth checks, and that rely on moving quietly.
I chose the wordplay beret. A green beret. Inside the rim is stitched. You may ask for my help, a bit of my time, but beware not to stutter as you belt out a rhyme. You may ask the hat for assistance when you cast a spell. The hat, DM, will give you a word, and you must create a short rhyme using that word and describing what the spell should do. Do it quickly and well, your spell gets a bonus. Fail or stutter, the spell may go wrong.
That is perfect for you. Holy hell.
Ours don't do anything funky, but it's a cloak.
Nope, it's fine. It's perfect. I'm sparkly glowing. That's all I care about.
Can we use the cloak for things? Like, can I wrap it around myself and I am black and harder to see?
You could, like, if you're in...
Can we use it functionally for anything, or is it just really stylish and flair?
Depends on how you use it. If you're in the middle of a green forest and you wrap a black cloak around you, it's like, ha! You're not gonna hide much. If you're in like a dark cave and stuff like that, and you're pinning yourself into a corner and having that draped across your body, it may be harder to see. So there is the functionality aspect of that too.
Fair enough.
But it's up to the player of how you use it.
Okay. So as long as you're creative and the environment fits, you'll allow some leeway.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all for people having fun with their items.
Oh,
So,
I don't have the torch of Everburn anymore, so I should pass that back to you.
Ice,
Isaac
because
took that.
Captain Isaac took that. Yep, Captain Isaac took that so that he didn't wonder why there was still a light back in the cave.
Yeah. I suppose I could have, took it, but I'm sparkly glowing now, it's fine.
Already.
Do you glow in the dark?
And so he's passed out the items, and you've each grabbed one. He's taken the other items, stuffed it back into the bag, and I'll let the captain know you've taken the task. Circle around and approach the camp from the far side. And he points off, and there's an area where the trees lead right in by one of the far fire pits. It's like, figure your way onto the ship. We'll reconvene when we reach the treasured location. Until then, keep your head low. Best of luck. I advise for trying to get aboard the ship, mingle with his crew. As I said, Dreadfoot goes through men fairly often, so new faces, even for the crew, it's not going to be anything new. Just don't be too obvious with everything. Some subtlety might be needed.
I'm great at subtlety.
And he looks at you and smiles and like, that'll be enough of that, miss.
Guys, I don't play well with others, so I'm just gonna kind of do stuff on board, or just kind of sit there and probably just help out. Unless there's someone you want to help kill, I can attempt to assassinate him for you. If you can draw him on deck, slit his neck, and whoops, man overboard.
All right. Well, we'll see. I feel like we're not really on an assassination mission, lest it should just present itself.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, but it means that I'm not going to be much help.
No, you'll be plenty of help. You can count, right?
Yeah.
You can get a sense of how armed they are and stuff,
Yeah.
Count how-
mingle very
and how
well.
many men. That's okay. You don't need to mingle to count. And and you got ears to listen the stories of whether people like Dreadfoot or not. You're gonna be fine, buddy.
All right.
I believe in you.
All right.
Just play the stoic, silent type. And everybody asks you a question, just go.
Oh, don't worry. I do that very well.
Just.
Fine.
You'll be okay. Well, we should. I agree. We should focus. We should, as much as it hurts, and this is coming from the barbarian. We should do less of the slashy, killy, and more of the using this, which is saying something. So let's try to use this a little bit more. Although I would not be opposed to setting a keg on fire at an opportune time in a very well-placed location, if it comes to that. But
So you're not just
No.
saying,
I
you're
wonder how
saying
many
not to
bombs
set it
they
on
have.
fire just randomly.
at an opportune moment.
Just not randomly.
Preferably when we're not on the boat.
I'm good at randomly.
Or we're, we make sure, or else we're going down like,
I could set the fuse and then levitate off to our boat. I don't know what you guys would do, but
I mean, next time we fight a giant troll, I'll just run out the door and let you take it on, okay?
yeah,
I'm
we'll
not
do that.
saying you guys should die. I'm just saying I don't know how you get out. I'm saying we haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, I see.
We only need an escape plan for 3 people. We already have one for 1.
So, but for now, let's get Gary's ask and let's go scope it out.
Alrighty, so you are heading down to the. You head down to the beach then?
I say we all don't come out of the bushes
Yeah.
at once. Like,
I-
ta-da! Lord! We're here!
Party!
Alrighty. So who's doing what? Who's going in first? What
What time of day is it?
It is getting towards early evening.
Okay, so there's still sun out.
It
Or is it behind the mountains because of the location?
because of the location, like it's past sunset, just because based off of where you are. it's not super dark, but it's not well lit either. But that being said, the area that Gary Hill had also pointed is also near one of the large fires.
Gotcha. Okay.
I guess you know what? I'll yo low, and I'm gonna sneak out.
Spoken like a true pirate.
I want to go on that.
Yo low. I'm just gonna sneak bushes real quietly, and I'm just gonna not making eye contact, just walking like I own it, right? Walking like I own it, and I'm just gonna go, and I'm gonna go sit casually by the fire and just sit there. Are they actually? What are they doing? Are there people?
I don't know if we're supposed to go to the fire or go to a ship that's supposed to, or a boat to take us to the ship, or mingle with the guys by the fire. I don't really know what we're supposed to be doing at this point.
Right now, we're just trying to mingle in with Dreadnought's crew so we can get to his ship.
Okay, so there's no boat we can hijack or
No,
kill someone and throw them into
not
the water
hijack.
and then steal the boat and get on the boat.
It's
That's a
spy
bad
time.
idea.
It's blending in with the crowd.
Always kill time.
No, it's spy time. It's
Always.
spy time. We're doing
No.
quick
Espionage, a quick knife in the night. I mean,
so.
there's always time for that.
What
Just
are
have
the,
to find the opportunity?
What are the what are people eating by the fire? Are they just conversing? Are they?
Some of them are chatting. Like it's a mishmash of a whole bunch of different people. You do see a couple humans. You see a furbolg sitting there. You see a halfling just sitting on like a log, just kicking his feet that don't touch the ground. And you're seeing a whole bunch of different groups, a whole bunch of smattering of different races, and a lot of them are just sitting and chatting or eating and stuff like that. And you do see, like, Gary Hill by this point has already returned to the beach and is chatting. You do roll me a perception check since you're the first one heading out.
6.
You see, as you're like walking towards the edge, you do spot Gary Hill and go, as tall, dark, and stormy is strolling across the beach.
Walk. See your uneven gait on the sand. Yeah.
Okay, hey, focus, Effie.
But yeah, for the majority of the crews that are sitting there, they're just chatting and eating and drinking.
Okay, I'm going to sit amongst a group that's eating, and I'm just gonna sit, kind of, and just kind of look at the fire and like poke at the fire and just kind of not make myself look obvious, but trying to make myself like forgettable at the same time.
Okay.
So like I'm just inserting myself into a group.
Okay. Roll me a performance check.
13.
13. You can all roll a mitt full of dice. Okay. So you sit down and you're just kind of poking at the fire a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
After a little bit, you see... what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So... you hear the pattering of footsteps coming up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly just into the seat right beside you.
Yeah.
This little halfling.
Okay.
And just flump down. Hello, little lady. How you doing?
I'm doing great. No, actually, no, I'm not doing great. It's kind of boring right now. I was
I can
hoping
understand that.
hoping for some action, but you know.
Not nearly enough stabbing tonight.
No, definitely not enough stabbing tonight. Definitely not enough stabbing at all. So, how much longer are we gonna hang out on this beach?
Hopefully not much longer. They
You
finally
think?
started chatting, so...
They're done chatting, you say?
No, they're still
they're
chatting.
still
But
chatting.
They finally got to it.
They
Rather
finally.
than just bickering on the beach.
God dang it, God, you know, yeah, it would just be so nice if, you know, we could actually just go do something. I thought we were chasing this other captain.
Ah, Captain Isaac.
Yeah.
What a prick he is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't. Yeah. He's a real big prick. So from the sounds of stories and stuff I've picked up. So, but yeah, I was hoping that we could, I don't know, do more. Like the captain went in, and he came back, and now we're talking. That's weird. So.
Yeah, apparently, Isaac's got himself in a bit of a stalemate.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit of a stalemate.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Dreadfoot wants something, and Captain Isaac has a way to not let him get it.
Oh,
So
that's
we're kind of at an impasse.
well, that's shitty. What are we gonna do about it? Do you know?
Apparently, we have to work with the son of a bitch.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
All right, that was my thoughts.
yeah. That was your thoughts?
That was my thoughts
Yeah,
on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but sit and wait on it.
Hopefully, we'll be going back to the boat soon.
Yeah? Do you think?
I could use myself some mead.
Yeah, some mead would be great. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name. I am Vinny.
You're Vinny, huh?
Vinny Bigstringer.
Yeah? Vinny, I'm kind of, obviously, I'm Lucy. What do you do, Vinny?
I'm the boatswain.
You're the boatswain?
Boatswain.
Okay, cool.
I basically go around the boat and I make sure that we got enough stuff to actually survive us on the boat.
Oh yeah, no, I may not look it, but I'm hired for muscle, so I'm still acquainting, getting used to shit.
And he just kind of tips his feet rise off the sand as he tips himself back on his butt and then leans back forward. Based on the accent that you're toting there, not surprised.
Yeah, so.
I think the accent's bigger than I am.
Yeah.
He kind of stands up and stands beside the Yeah, that accent's bigger than I am.
Yeah, that's I do all right. Swinging it around. So, yeah, well, I got nothing, Vinny. I'm just bored off my ass right now.
Keep your chin up. We should be going back soon.
Cool.
And kind of hops to his feet and toadies off, and you see him walk up and just flump down beside someone else and just start chattering away with him.
Is there anyone by themselves?
For the most part, most of the people are you've got the patrols that they're not walking around necessarily in pairs, but they're patrolling along the visible area. But none of the people who are on the beach are just sitting by themselves. Most of them are sitting by the fires for nothing else warmth. The night is getting a bit cool.
Okay.
And actually, at this point, there's a slight spattering of rain starting to fall.
Okay.
What are the races of the people patrolling?
It'll rein it in.
There's a few different races. You do see a couple half-orcs walking around. You do see one drow walking around. You do see one of the Tritons that you had seen on Captain Isaac's boat before walking the shore as well.
Is it the same one or just...
Yeah.
Oh.
One of the Tritons that was on the boat before.
One of the ones I wanted to light on fire. I hope he doesn't recognize me.
Oh, fuck.
You also see a couple Kenku running around.
What's a kink? Oh, the kink are the little raven things?
The bird people, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Flightless bird people.
So one of the drow is patrolling, right? There's a
Yeah.
drow patrolling?
Yes.
I'm going to approach that drow, and I would be like, damn, I could get used to this place. There's no sun, ever. It's always cloudy.
And he kind of yeah, I suppose it is. It's a nice area.
So how's the patrol going?
Oh, boring as hell. Hopefully we'll be going back to the boat soon.
What are we even watching for here? Do we expect, a snake to come out and kill us all?
And he motions off to one of the fire pits. And roll me a perception check.
16. Oh, wait. 17.
You can see the charred body of a lizard man. Sprawled into the fire. It's good. We've already had a couple of run-ins with the locals.
They're just fucking lizard men.
Yeah, but a lizard man acts in the wrong place is still a bloody pain.
These bloody humans, they can't tell something's coming. Like, in the Underdark, they'd all be dead.
Well, yeah, that's, of course they would. Filthy fucking humans. Like, what do you expect? But the pay is good.
Yeah, the pay is good. That's the only reason I'm here. How else would a drow start working for a human?
Yeah, slavery, I suppose, but good luck with that.
You
route.
saying a human could enslave a drow?
Yeah, you bring a big enough army to the Underdark, anyone can get dragged away.
I'm pretty sure that all the drow would die before they let themselves be taken by slaves by filthy Niflheim, this name for surfacers? That word.
Tossing the slurs out already. Jeez.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, there's many ways to make a drow servient.
So, my drow friend, were you born on the surface, or how did you end up here?
Yeah, I've been on the surface for about 200 or so years.
Oh, you're an old one.
Getting there. Don't remind me.
I'm only 210 myself.
Ah, so you're still a wee young lass.
I've only been on the surface for 20 years.
Oh, the sun must be a bitch.
Oh, yes it is.
Well, when we get back to the ship, come find you. I'm sure I can get something for that.
Yeah, sure. What's your name?
I am Dansriel.
Densriel. Well, Densriel, I'll definitely find you. Do you want some company to watch the endless darkness of the night?
Nah, I think I'm good for now.
Oh, yeah,
Hopefully we're going back to the ship soon.
I'll go find something to eat then. Nice meeting you.
You as well. It's
I'm
nice.
just gonna wander around.
Didn't realize we'd gotten more drow on the boat, but can't say that I'm surprised. Always better with the drow aboard.
And I'm just gonna randomly wander around. Not really chatting with anyone, just kind of listening.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yes,
On my cloak, is there a hood?
there is.
I'll write that down. Just a note. So what I'm gonna do, very traditional. I'm going to wrap myself in my cloak, put the hood up, and then start patrolling like I'm one of the patrollers.
Okay. Roll me a performance check. Is that a nat one?
Oh no!
Okay.
We're spies for Captain Ice.
Guys.
I'm not a spy.
Just walks out. Hi, Captain Isaac. You still want us to do the mission?
I told you guys I wasn't good at this.
So, as you walk out onto the beach and you start kind of following the patrol, and you're not used to wearing the cloak yet, and it is a fairly long cloak, especially when it's not billowing, so it kind of gets snags on your phylum and whoomp, just face first into the sand.
I can picture this long dragonborn with this tail just flapping out. She go,
But after a little bit, you get up and you can shake yourself off and carry on. You get a few odd looks, but no one's just like, oh, what's up with that guy? They're just kind of like looking at you and laughing and going about their business.
I'll just pretend to be drunk.
Okay?
Stand up and pull the hood over and keep going.
Okay, are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay.
There's no one by themselves.
All right. So once everyone has made their way off to the beach, before I go out, I'm gonna take like a meaty vine from the forest. Would I be able to find like a meaty vine?
Roll me a perception check.
That's crap 9.
You don't find like a really girthy vine, but after a little bit, you do manage to find like a decent sized vine that you can cut away from.
That'll do. So with not my special dagger that I have, but just my regular dagger, I'm gonna saunter off towards the fire and make like I'm polishing the dagger with the juices from the vine.
Okay, so you're walking back to the fire and you're...
Just to keep my hands busy, make me look like I'm preoccupied trying to hone it or oil it or whatever.
Okay.
And I'll sit down by the fire.
Okay. Same fire as Effie, or are you going to one of the other ones?
Oh, let's go to a different one.
Okay. So you go and you plunk down by the fire. There's various people there. you do see the goblin shark Triton that's sitting there, just, and as they're breathing, just the mouth just and
Sharks.
just like looking around, like kind of stretching, like letting, like kind of like trying to catch as much of the like little droplets of rain that's falling on its skin as it can. Occasionally just shaking off its foot from the sand. You also see a couple of humans sitting there on the beach as well. And you see this one goblin that's kind of like digging through like the sand, like you're closer to the water's edge, and you see him like digging through the sand and pulls out like a clam and shoves it in a bag and goes like digging through the sand even more.
So I speak Goblin, so in that language I'm gonna say, "Oh hey there, bud, what you looking for?
I'm gonna get me lunch.
Lunch?
Lunch.
Gonna share
This
that
place
there?
is great for lunch. Well, of course I'm the fucking cook. Gotta share with everyone.
Yep,
I
that
wish I
you
could
do.
cook. I wish I could cook for just myself, but everyone's gotta eat eventually. I'll be
True.
eating eventually.
True words never been said there. I'm gonna turn to the goblin shark trident and ask if he wants any of his blades honed.
The goblin charges and then looks at you and no, I'm good. Not as much on the knife side of things. And roll me a perception check.
8.
She does not have a weapon on her that you can see.
Great. It's a she, eh?
Yeah, the goblin shark has a she.
Alright, say,
She was also the muscliest of the three.
right. I do vaguely remember that. Okay, so I'm gonna put my dagger away and say, the thistle bloom on this island, great for blades, so, you know.
Yeah, wouldn't really know. I'm not one for the stabbies.
More for the biteys there, eh?
No, see that's a common misconception. The anglerfish, now those are the bitey ones. The piranhas, equally bitey. Us goblin sharks, not nearly as much so.
What are you then?
And she holds up her hand, and you just watch this swirl of water form out of nothingness. And then as she turns her hand, it just coils and turns this long, watery whip.
Like the cut of your jib there.
We're gonna have to clean up that seat now.
I'm gonna tilt my wordplay parade to her and keep busy talking to some humans, I guess. I'll just chit chat.
So we, like, over the course of the next about half an hour or so, you're all just mingling amongst, you're patrolling and pretending to be drunk. Yes.
Is it possible for me to be trying to get a count of the people on patrol and sitting while I'm walking around?
Yeah, you could do that. Give me a perception check.
8.
Because there's like a spattering of crew between Captain Isaac's ship as well as Captain Dreadfoot's ship, you're not entirely sure. That you figure there's probably about 5 people patrolling. But you didn't spend a whole lot of time learning who was part of Captain Isaac's crew. So there's a mishmash of random people on the beach. You're not, like, some of them are like, I think I recognize that person, but I'm not quite sure. But you figure there's probably at least 20 people on the beach in total.
Okay.
And that includes Captain Isaac and Captain Dreadfoot, who are sitting just off to themselves in front of a small fire, talking.
Gotcha.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I'm people watching.
Okay.
Is anyone on the beach gambling?
Not at the moment.
I pull out my dice and right by one of the fires, I'm like, anyone want to play dice?
And a couple of the people pipe or perk up, and it's like, didn't bring my coin pouch, but we can play for just for fun.
None of you bring coin.
Well, not to the beach. Last
We
thing we
need
need
to
to
always
do,
be ready to gamble.
last thing we need to do is drop our coin pouch in the fucking sand and not find it before we leave. It's not like we're going to spend a whole bunch of days here. We're hopefully be leaving within the hour.
Fine, we'll play dice for fun.
So roll 5d6.
5d6.
5d6. I need more d6. So there's a couple people who are joining in. And is anyone else joining in the game?
No.
People watching.
People watching.
Sitting there. Squatting. Hands around my knees.
Trying to get used to walking with my cloak.
People watching.
Okay, so
I'm good in
You can-
later.
basically it's poker style. So you're trying to get the highest 5 number set you can. You can re-roll once. So you can re-roll any number of dice once. And then then it's best hand out of that after that re-roll. So they're gonna re-roll this.
Damn it, why aren't we playing Yahtzee?
So what did you get?
All 5s, so 25.
All 5s. So that means you have a flush essentially. So you definitely beat out theirs. We had a full house and a pair.
For fun.
And so like they're kind of like laughing and it's like, oh, glad we didn't bring money for this one. Maybe if you got this kind of luck, we're gonna be fucking broke. And you end up gambling for the next little while.
While we're gambling and they're becoming friendly, I want to like casually start grabbing all the names of the people playing with me.
Okay. You have Andras, who is a human. And he is one of the ones who joined in as playing with you. And then the other one who is playing with you is Mock. And he is an orc. M-A-K-K.
So after learning Mock's name, I'm like, Mock, what brought you on this ship?
And he points to the this large anchor that is sitting near the water's edge. The captain bought me a big weapon. And I like the big weapons.
You fight with the anchor?
Yeah, it was the biggest weapon I could get.
Kudos.
They won't let me have anything bigger. Not yet.
Badass.
He won't let you get anything bigger. Well, when we get back to port, we're going to have to fix that.
We have to find something bigger that we can take on a boat. That's the thing.
Wow.
The boat has 2 anchors.
I want you to have 2 anchors and to throw you on an elephant. And then...
I can't do 2 anchors. That one's pretty heavy.
Oh, fine. Give you an anchor and throw you on the back of an elephant.
That would probably sink the boat.
That's true.
And he's just like, you just see his like eyes kind of like look up, and he's just like imagining this, and just like picturing the glory of like riding into battle on this elephant, wielding his anchor. And then after a little bit, he just stops, looks at you. I could wield an elephant. Which he is now imagining holding this elephant by like the tusk and just beating people with this elephant.
I have one thing to say to that.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, more or less.
God.
Well, next time we're in port, we'll see if we can get you an elephant and if it won't sink the ship.
Captain might disagree, but we'll try.
I can be very persuasive. I might be able to convince the captain. Think about...
like that.
I'll just convince him about how How amazing you will be in combat, wielding an elephant. We will be unstoppable.
They can swim. I don't know. I'd have to ask the captain.
And then I turn to Andres, like, what brings you to the ship?
And Andres is just like, I'm a doctor. I had my own practice, but got tired of stitching up soldiers. Mostly telling people that no, they're just sick. They're not dying. But I got tired of stitching up the soldiers. But out here on the seas, I get to travel. I get to explore. And most of the time, if someone needs stitching up, they're less of a baby about it.
Cool. I don't know much about medicine, so I don't know where to bring that conversation. I can't really offer him better medical tools.
So is anyone else doing anything while we're on the beach?
I want to start sizing up the people on the beach. Who's the biggest? Just observing them.
The biggest, you see 2 orcs. There's also a furbolg who's also rather tall, but not super bulky. But there's 2 full-blooded orcs. One who you see gambling and talking with Zelkanea, and the other that is standing very stoically and very prim and proper near the captains.
And when we say full-blooded, how big are we talking?
They're averaging on about like 10 or so feet.
Okay.
And very bulky. Like these are like the orcs are bred to be warriors. And as far as orcs go, he is very heavily built. Like he would have made Brogut look small. And he's standing there he's got a large club just sitting on the ground, just heavy or wide end, just sitting on the ground, his hands just calmly resting on it, and just standing there, just chilling.
You should get a real weapon. It's the only comment I think as I see it.
Okay.
Who's the smallest guy there? You mentioned a bunch of halflings and a goblin.
There's the goblin. The goblin would be the smallest one of all.
Okay.
And you can see the goblin scurrying back and forth on the beach. Every little bit stop, digging through the sand, grabbing something, shoving it in a bag, and scampering off elsewhere.
Okay. Information for later.
And after a little while, who's all watching the captains currently? Or just all keeping a passive glance at where the captains are?
Passive glance.
I keep looking because I'm patrolling the beach, and every time I'm walking back, if there's no one else for me to look at, I'll be glancing in that general direction.
Okay.
I'm just gambling.
Okay. So for those of you who are gradually watching the captains, after a little while, you see them both stand up, and that moment of tension where it's just tension so thick you just cut it with a knife, and Captain Dreadfoot turns away from Captain Isaac and starts walking back towards the beach, and he's just like, "All right, men, we're getting back on the fucking boat. Get your shit and get ready." And goes and slumps down into the boat. And you see just the small rowboat just bob as he just slumps in. And then the large orc that was by him comes over and takes the club that he had been holding and just throws it off into the woods, and then sets down on the boat across from the captain, grabs the oars and just digs the oars into the sand and pushes the boat off the shore and starts paddling out to the larger of the 2 vessels. And Captain Isaac, you see, like, walking over to some of his men. You see him walk up and chat with Geary Hill for a little bit, and then he turns to, "All right, men, back to the boats. We got stuff to do." And you see Captain Isaac's crew getting up and venturing over and hopping into the rowboats, and slowly the groups from Dreadfoot's crew are also heading over to the boats to head back to the ship.
I'm gonna look for my little halfling friend Vinny. I'm gonna watch where his group, and I'm gonna get into the same boat that Vinny gets into.
Okay. So you do spot Finny after a little bit, and you see him just toting up and hops in and sits down beside someone else in the boat and looks up and starts chattering away with them. And so you go and you hop into that boat. And what were you...
I'm going to go find Danziel and ask him if he is knowledgeable in the higher forms of drow magic.
Danziel, he's still standing by the edges. He's like kind of keeping an eye on the woods and keeping an eye as people are getting onto the boats. And you're like, so what is it you were saying to him?
Asking him if he's knowledgeable in the higher forms of drow magic.
I know a fair bit, but that's a longer discussion. We can have that back about the boat.
Well, I was going to ask if you want to levitate back to the boat instead of, taking boats like these.
You see him reach his hand out to you.
Okay, I'll take his hand.
As soon as you grab his hand, you're on the boat.
That's levitating.
Oh, you're just a scrub compared to me.
And essentially, he dimension doored you from where you were on the beach onto the boat.
Boy, dimension door.
Are you turned on?
my legs get visibly shaking. I just go, "You busy tonight?"
And he just kind of looks at you with the smirk. And, I could be.
So I'm observing the other 5 patrols, or I guess 4 at this point.
Yeah,
patrols, and
just poofed off.
and see if they all get into the same ship, different ships, and whatnot. And then based on how they interact with the boats, I board either one of the ones commandeered by all of them, or one of the other ones that they aren't in, trying to make it look uniform.
You get the feeling as they're like heading towards the boat that it's not like this is a group of people that's just for patrols or anything like that. They're just a pish posh of random crew, and so they're just hopping onto whatever boat.
But I just hop into whatever boat. It doesn't have one of the other patrols with it.
Okay.
I would like to hop in a boat if the goblin shark lady gets in a boat. I don't know if she's gonna swim or ride in.
The goblin shark, and you do see the other 2 goblin sharks as well, or the other 2 tritons as well. They head to, like, they just walk straight into the water, and then you watch them they just like dive in and just glide, and after a little bit, actually you only have 60 feet of dark vision, so you wouldn't be able to see them board the boat.
All right, they don't get in on a regular
They don't get on one of the boats.
Oh, I'll just try and get in with the cook then.
Okay. By this point, like, there's a very fishy smell about this goblin, as he's got this sack of, like, miscellaneous, like, clams and, like, crabs and stuff like that just crammed into this bag, and he's, like, trying to hold, like, the mouth of the bag closed, as you see this, like, crab claw, like, get out, and they try and snap at him. It's like,
All right, I'll just watch him struggle.
okay. So you all make your way out to Dreadfoot's boat, and some of you in faster methods than others. But you all get out to the boat and you board the vessel, and with that is where we'll wrap up tonight.
Oh my god, guys, we're on an enemy pirate ship and now we're pirate spies!
Oh, someone's gonna die on this ship.
Pirates.
I don't know. This boat has a pretty powerful drow. I might like this boat
Yeah,
more.
I get.
Well, I just want to
think-
play with my cloak because Aaron specifically put that the inner lining of the cloak is blood red.
I'm just gonna say.
So
You might wanna like Russian Red Sparrow it, where you like seduction him and be like, "Hey, dude, come play for my team. Do it.
You're the in, man.
Yeah, do it. You dimension dork man, you. Yeah."
I got a door you can open.
Alrighty, and with that is it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Thank you very much, Wormwood Gaming, for the bits tonight. And Lefty Righty says you guys are pretty fun to watch, so
Okay, fucking hey.
thank you all for tuning in. And this is Ominous Giggle, along with my lovely cast here. And we are out for tonight. Bye! Bye-bye.